Hopefully this is my last statement on Kanye and anti-Semitism, but I feel like it won't be. But this is what I wrote. Jews are 2.4% of the population, but 35% of the Forbes 400. African Americans are 13.6% of the population, but only 0.5% of the Forbes 400. Instead of listening to the wealthiest and most outspoken black man in the media about the issues he has with potentially racist and stultifying Jews in the industry, which is what going Defcon 3 on Jewish people translates to in Ebonics, he is completely excoriated. 92% of U.S. Jews identify as white. Israel is known to suffer from intense racial discrimination against its Arab, Mizrahi, and Ethiopian communities. To destroy the life of a black man who says he's going to speak up about the oppression African Americans face from white capitalist owners is insanely racist and problematic. I wish Abraham Joshua Heschel was alive today to deal with this. What I think he would do is meet with Kanye and allow him to air his grievances and acknowledge the problematic power imbalance between Jews and African Americans in media and American society. He would encourage Jews and their allies to take what Kanye says to heart and to see this as a renewed call to anti-racism in all of our society, to support African Americans in their quest to have a seat at the table, and for Jewish people to help African Americans get there. Remember, Jewish Americans have an average net worth of $150,890, and African Americans have an average net worth of $24,000. Beating on Kanye for talking about that only reveals your racism. Have a nice day.
Oh, you think we want to sit at your table? Hey, this jabroni thinks we want to sit at their table. They're going to help us get there, though, man. Hey, man, this is the Prester Hour, man. It's the Prester Hour, man. I know y'all don't see clearly yet, but, man, y'all never really saw us coming. If you think we gonna civil rights this thing to get a seat at your table, your stank-ass, abominable table. Hey, shout out Drop Nation. This is Yeezy Discourse number 3. I'm just surfing the wave with it. You know, I'm not distracted into the circus of the media. But there's some drop, you know what I'm saying, that can connect to certain people that are listening that weren't listening before, because he might just, throw out something they just say he's spewing something out. They say Kanye's just blurting stuff out. Well, that gets people talking. You know, when Ice Cube talk about Aboriginals or Kanye talk about 12 tribes, it gets people talking. It allows us to double down, triple down on the recon of our investigation into who we are, not to sit at your table, man. Jabroni 101. Yeah, he's stating some facts, though. You know, can't help to put a little bit of a swivel here and a swivel there. But he's saying some things. He's saying some stuff I thought it was worth listening to. I kind of want to hear it again, and this time put some commentary in it. And you came here for the commentary. All this is a lot of this commentary right now. I'm gonna just do some commentary because I drop a lot of stuff on IG. Make sure you rocking with us on IG. Those are the last 2 social media platforms that we exist on. It's just right here at YT and over there on IG. All right, so other than that, we right there at 432thedrop.com. 432thedrop.com. That's where I'm at right now, actually, man. We surfing the wave, man. I want to get that back, man, but just know, man, we surfing the wave, man. If you over here at 432 the drop right now, we got some soul healing going on. Let's get fluty, man. Drop Nation, what it do? Yeah. Yeah, we get fluty sometimes, man. I've been getting fluty a lot lately. Over here, man. And, you know, all I can say is my niggas over here, especially in the drop chat, y'all really surfing the wave with me, man. And just know that I know that, you know what I'm saying, your time is valuable. And, you know, a lot of times we have a grand vision, you know what I'm saying? It just takes steps to get everything flowing. You know, my vision one day is to be able to be full time over here, you know, 432 to drop, you know what I'm saying? Always, you know, popping the radio off, you know, every day and all that. In real time right now, you know, I got six droppers, man. So, you know, I gotta put moves together, you know what I'm saying, to make sure, you know, we have a flow going as a family, you know what I mean? You know, but, you know, one day I know that, you know, we're going to have the community lifting us up, man, making sure that we can just pop, you know, 432 off, you know, 24/7 and have a great team, man. I really am looking for, you know, a great team, man, to, you know, put our ideas together, man, and make this exactly what we want it to be, what we want it to be. You know, don't trip on what it's not yet, especially, you know, in any way that you see it can be better. I want to know, you know what I'm saying? I want to build, man. Hit me up, music at 432thedrop.com. You know what I'm saying? If you're a team player, man, you want to, you know, increase our vision in whatever capacity, you know, that you got, man. We want to include your vision at 432 to drop. You know what I'm saying? So hit me up. Music at 432thedrop.com or 432 to drop at gmail. You know what I mean? Ahab, Anion, we are. My bro's been putting in major drop over here. Hey, once a day at least, come over here, kick it in the drop, chatter. The password is 1234, all right? So it's been that way for 5, 6, 7 years. Ty Battle, no, man. And, you know, you could always surf the wave on our Instagram. You know, you don't have to go to IG. It could be right here for you. And yeah, I got some things to look. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. I got some things to look at, man. I want to get this back, man. But, oh, boy, you know, saying some things about Yeezy. I want to get into some more Yeezy Discourse, an interview he did with Cuomo. I think it's Brian Cuomo. I forgot the first name. You know, we're going to get into the anti-Semitisms and all that because all we do is talk shim. Is it sim or shim? I mean, that's the first step. And who are we? And who are you? And these are questions that are not hate talk. This is us putting ourselves back together again because someone has taken us apart. If you had any part in taking us apart, you need to back, hijack, and let a naga put it together. And this ain't about white people because we know black people did this to us more than anything. Yeah, our people. Yeah, our people. So it's a family, you know, war going on more and more. And y'all fit in where y'all fit in, but don't say we want to sit at y'all table. We investigating us not to put you down. We call ourselves originals not to put down so-called natives. We call ourselves Hebrews not to put down so-called Jewish. But because everybody's in our tents right now. And when we put it together that the M.H.O.E is the Hebrew, and we're reading these documents from Columbus that he got Louis Torres as a Hebrew interpreter to come to America looking for the great Khan, the priest king, speaking Hebrew, my nigga. King David. You realize history is nothing of what it seems. Everything's more recent. King David is more recent. Joshua is more recent. This is what we've been saying. Quetzalcoatl, Joshua. This ain't no play. So we're putting this back together piece by piece, brick by brick. And, you know, anyone that, you know, wants to have a seat at our table got to first keep the code, got to be code keep. So we're going to dig on this Cuomo, see what Yeezy's talking on the Cuomo drop. I want to pull Kyrie. I want to pull Kyrie into this conversation because he's been on the sidelines, having interviews and talking his thing, and saying what he got to say. I want to go ahead and pull that in for the Nuggets, man. And first, let's get this back, man. What's this jabroni talking about, man? Pop off from the top. Pop off from the top.
Last statement on Kanye and anti-Semitism, but I feel like it won't be. But this is what I wrote. Jews are 2.4% of the population, but 35% of the Forbes 400. African Americans are 13.6% of the population, but only 0.5% of the Forbes 400. Instead of listening to the wealthiest and most outspoken black man in the media about the issues he has with potentially racist and stultifying Jews in the industry, which is what going Defcon 3 on Jewish people translates to in Ebonics,
And, he believes he's doing Kanye a favor. He's a Jewish man speaking out. This is still a power trip. This is still them, wanting to be a savior. I'll save him with my Jewishness because I have white privilege. He's going to tell you that 90-something% identify as white. We know white is a status. Back to the more and more war. Let's go.
Hopefully this is my last statement on Kanye and anti-Semitism, but I feel like it won't be. But this is what I wrote. Jews are 2.4% of the population, but 35% of the Forbes 400. African Americans are 13.6% of the population, but only 0.5% of the Forbes 400. Instead of listening to the wealthiest and most outspoken black man in the media about the issues he has with potentially racist and stultifying Jews in the industry, which is what going Defcon 3 on Jewish people translates to in Ebonics, he is completely excoriated. 92% of U.S. Jews identify as white. Israel is known to suffer from intense racial discrimination against its Arab, Mizrahi, and Ethiopian communities. To destroy the life of a black man who says he's going to speak up about the oppression African Americans face from white capitalist owners is insanely racist and problematic. I wish Abraham Joshua Heschel was alive today to deal with this. What I think he would do is meet with Kanye and allow him to air his grievances and acknowledge the problematic power imbalance between Jews.
And allow him. Like it's just some, great privilege. Yeah, he's talking about niggas. And that niggas are being owned by other people who identify themselves. Now, I'm going to go into an Ice Cube drop because this lady going to ask Ice Cube way back in the day. He's we're going to have a whole anti-Semitism campaign of of media clips, fair use in your caboose bone, fair use copyright 107 such and such and such. You know the deal. Criticism. Yeah, we doing it. Let's go. She gonna ask Ice Cube, oh, why you gotta call him Jewish? Why not just say his name? He said, every time y'all identify perpetrators, you say 4 black males in the car. You always say such and such black males, a black male, a black woman, a black. He said, you always identify us. You don't ever just say the name. But now we say, oh, Jewish people. And now it's like, oh, you don't have to identify all the Jewish people. Y'all say black people all day. All day. Man, we all the way up right now. There's an energy surge popping off. Hawaii said I'm going to make they wise men look like fools. I'm going to make they wise people look like fools. Because the average naga going to be able to outmaneuver them. And they're going to say, how did you get so educated? No, this is wisdom. This is Ama. Returning to a naga. We don't need your education. We got Ama to put it together. The ingredients to make a fine meal, my naga. Oh, he gonna allow us a platform if he was alive.
Jews and African Americans in media and American society. He would encourage Jews and their allies to take what Kanye says to heart and to see this as a renewed call to anti-racism in all of our society.
Take it to heart? You think they'll take it to heart when he's saying, we the tribes? We the 12 tribes? You think they're going to take it to heart happily? If they had any common sense, they would say, yo, the Naga's waking up, you know. The Ibaru's waking up. The tribe of Judah's raising up. Oh, like an old lion. Who will rouse him? I can't go nowhere without a Naga, you know what I'm saying, having some connection on some indigenous flow or some, you know, tribe of Israel flow, or they trying, you know, they trying to put what they feeling into words. We all trying to put what we feeling into this English mumbo jumbo, but we don't speak English, man. We're not English, man. Man, we in the mind of a hijack. Speaking English ebonics, like he just said. Defcon 3 is ebonics for tearing up the music industry. Man, come on, man. He on that play too. But this is his moment to be a savior.
To support African Americans in their quest to have a seat at the table, and for Jewish people to help African Americans get there. Remember, Jewish Americans have an average net worth of $150,890.
And this is still him, you know what I'm saying, you know, trying to clown, you know what I'm saying? Oh, he's saying it with the disparity, but he really kind of boasting like, oh, we way richer on average than you. I wonder why, my naga, if that's the case. And in Hawaii's eyes, is that the case? 150 median average Jewish family, 24,000 nigga family, right? That's we supposed to just feel good about that. I think you putting us down real slick, man, real sneaky, man. I don't like how you throwing numbers around here, because Hawaii don't do numbers, man. These are Hawaii's treasured ones. We don't need your paper and plastic.
And African Americans have an average net worth of $24,000.
Look at his face. Oh, these people, man, I'm trying to tell you, man, even when they come in the name of helping, it's a frequency shift. You know, it's a frequency. They might, in his heart, he's like, I'm just a good-hearted Jewish man. You know what I mean? And look, man, again, it ain't hate talk to discuss this stuff. It ain't hate to, you know, try to understand, you know, the conversation, to have an opinion about the conversation. It's an opinion. It's not like, oh, go do something bad and negative to other people. Nah, we got to keep the calm. You never heard Drop say, run out on the street, grab your toolie, and go fooly. You never saw me rocking a shirt. You never saw us come out with a shirt that say, grab your toolie, go fooly. For real, for real. All right, so all we said was keep the code, because we know our dragon's return and it's real, Hawaii, you know. I mean, that's the biggest weapon you need. The frequency is the weapon. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But hey, you know, do it all, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm not feeling, you know what I mean? I'm over here, Mr. Sensitivity over here trying to quote numbers. Oh, poor naggers.
Beating on Kanye for talking about that only reveals your racism. Have a nice day.
No, man, you have a nice day. You have a nice day. Hey, y'all want to check in with Kyrie? Yeah, Kyrie been popping off. I ain't been ignoring you, Kyrie. I just been, you know what I mean, really saying, you know what I'm saying, if you're going to stand on it. I mean, Nick Cannon came out and said some things. He didn't stand on it. And I know why, man. You got families to feed. You getting threats we don't know about. I'm not over here. You never saw me bashing Nick Cannon after that. I just support the fact that he did it. And some niggas like, God, how much you want from these? How much you want from them? You want them to die for you? If that's the threat, you don't know what's threats on them. You know what I'm saying? It's not just their money. if they've signed any of these deals we hear about, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it seems like, there's a contract. Some ain't maybe walk through them doors that others walk through. These are things we're not witness to, and in our code, we ain't no false witnesses, man. We ain't speaking on it, anything that we ain't observing. So with Kyrie, apparently he's been doubling down, standing on fair use in your caboose, copyright 107, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what Kyrie's talking about. Then I want to go check on Ice Cube. And like I said, I'll be doing some commentary, man. You came here for the commentary. My nigga, let's go, Kyrie. Lego.
I went on the Amazon Prime. I was like, you know what? Let me see if there are any documentaries on Yahweh.
And shout out to Aqua Tybaz, because, she keeps the copper thread litty in Drop City. Yeah, you heard it. We jumped right into the Yahwehs. Drop Nation, though, I'm not going to do, you already know. All right. Let's not focus on the things we disagree with about these people. That's the trick, man. That's the thing you need to know to wave surf this. I think in the highest frequency. Don't just try to cut them up. Kanye say this, but then he talk about blood of Christ, and you want to attack that. Kyrie talking about Yahweh. You're like, no, not the Yahweh. Just hear what he's trying to say, man. He's hear what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? Hear what he's really saying. I mean, Shalak, let's hear what he really saying. Because I know he really saying something. And I respect the bro for saying anything. I respect Nick Cannon for saying anything. Y'all too hard on these niggas. You don't even know what they got to go through. You want them to go through the ultimate just to prove how real they are to you. They're doing enough. You put it together. They got the platforms. They're willing to, walk away from it. Kyrie willing to walk away for this. You got Mansa Musa popping off on his chest pump. I think that's Mali Empire. Yeah, that's Mansa Musa. Let's go. Let's go, Kyrie. Let's go, man.
So went in the search bar, typed in Yahweh. That came up. Went out and shared it on my platform. That was my night. In terms of the backlash, or what people call it, we're in 2022. History is not supposed to be hidden from anybody. And I'm not a divisive person when it comes to religion. I embrace all walks of life. You see it on all my platforms. I talk to all races, all cultures, all religions. And my response would be, it's not about educating yourself on what Semitism is, what anti-Semitism is. It's
real slick, Kyrie. That was his way of saying, we are Shemitic. We are Shem. He just said, look, it's not about educating about what Semitism, anti-Semitic, he just put it out there for you to think about that word, to get it on your mind bone.
It's really about learning the root words of where these come from and understanding.
Oh, then he said, go to the root of it all. Hey, love to the bro.
And that this is an African heritage that is also belonging to the people. Africa is in it, whether we want to dismiss it or not. So,
in this, he's saying this is Naga shit. See, some of y'all say, Africa, what do you mean? We're not from Africa. Remember, my Naga, this is, according to the, some of them in Mali, this is Northwest Africa, man. So put this together, man. Don't worry about the Africa talk. If it's African, it's American. You know what I'm saying? It's India superior. He got Mansa Musa on his chest bone, man. Richest nigga alive. Just like Kanye. Yeah, man. I'm gonna back it up. I'm jumping on the commentary quickly. I know. I'm gonna let it flow. I'm just got a little excited. Drop got a little excited. Sometimes Drop got pop off. Let go.
See it on all my platforms. I talk to all races, all cultures, all religions, and my response would be, it's not about educating yourself on what Semitism is, what anti-Semitism is. It's really about learning the root words of where these come from and understanding that this is an African heritage that is also belonging to the people. Africa is in it, whether we want to dismiss it or not. So the claims of anti-Semitism and who are the original chosen people of God, and we go into these religious conversations, and it's a big no-no. I don't live my way like that. I don't live my life that way. Excuse me. I grew up in a melting pot. And
My bad, man. Kyrie is one of the slickest niggas alive. He's saying what he's not gonna do while just hitting them with thunderbolt strikes, man, of drop, man. Uppercuts of fireballs, man. Kamayas, man. He hitting him with all the elements is what I'm saying. He's in his dragonfly perspective, man. He's doing an excellent job of not saying nothing to action that they can use. You know what I'm saying? He's saying what he's not doing when he's saying, it's not about the root of anti-Semitism. It's not about who the original people is. I don't even get involved in who's the original people. The Shemitic Nagas. I'm not even going to talk about that. That's not even what I'm on right now. Let me back it up one more time, man. See how slick Rick Kyrie is popping off.
It's not about educating yourself on what Semitism is and what anti-Semitism is. It's really about learning the root words of where these come from and understanding that this is an African heritage that is also belonging to the people. Africa is in it, whether we want to dismiss it or not. So the claims of anti-Semitism and who are the original chosen people of God, and we go into these religious conversations, and it's a big no-no. I don't live my way like that. I don't live my life that way. Excuse me. I grew up in a melting pot, and I say a melting pot of all races: white, black, red, yellow, Jewish, Christian, Muslim, and you can see the way I live my life now. I'm not here to be divisive, so they could push their agenda. I don't want to say they, because I'm not identifying any one group or race of people.
Very smart.
But I'm in a unique position to have a level of influence on my community, and what I post does not mean that I support everything that's being said or everything that's being done, or I'm campaigning for anything. All I do is post things for my people in my community and those that it's actually going to impact.
I posted for our Nagas. I posted for the nigga in our community. This got nothing to do with you, jabronis. Look at him, man. Look at Kyrie. Look, man. Hey, put the kiddies to bed, man. Put the kids. Kyrie don't give two shits, man, about this jabroni he's talking to, or none of these jabronis in front of him, man. Kyrie don't give two shakes, man. Two shakes of a lamb's tail. If there was a whole bag of shits, Kyrie wouldn't give you none of that, because he don't give no shits right now, man. He'll keep all the shits, man. Look at his face. He's like, look here, jabroni. I'm not going to even tell you about the original people. You're not even worth the conversation. I'm an all-around guy. You see me. I love everybody. ELE. Everybody love everybody. Hey, man, let's go.
Anybody else that has criticism, and obviously wasn't meant for them.
Ooh. That's back to the issues, right? He's like, anybody got an issue with calling this anti-anything. When I'm Shem, I just broke down original people. I told you about the roots. Anybody that got an issue, it just ain't for you. I did it for my people, jabronis.
Hopefully I'm understanding what you said, and I want to make sure I get it.
Yeah, he's already on it. Look at him. He's already on it. He's seeing in Dragonfly right now. He's already on it. The jabroni started out with, hopefully I can kind of understand what you're saying. You just let Kyrie know that you don't understand shit. Because hopefully you can understand is saying that I'm being confusing to your punk ass, man. Put the kiddies to bed. I got your punk ass confused. Kyrie, talk on him, man.
I get it right, because I don't want to misquote.
I don't expect understanding from a media conglomerate group.
From a jabroni
that sincerely talks about the game of basketball, and then we bring up religion as if it's correlative at times when it's convenient for people to bring it up. So please just be direct with your question, so we can move on from this, and I can talk about the game and go home to my son Elohim and my wife Marlene. Okay.
He named his son Elohim. Enough said.
I might take it that this was what you shared was not something that you've even watched. This was you did watch it or either watch it or read it.
I had a lot of time read a lot, read a whole bunch, good and bad, about the truth of our world.
So then, do you, I guess, understand or not understand those that might imply that that work had anti-Semitic leanings in it?
He's playing basketball. They just lost their second or third game in a row. And this dude is playing private investigator as to, did you know that there was any anti-Semitism attached to the work, the publication that you post? Like, I'm looking like Kyrie. Look here, bro. I'm at the Barclays Center. I done crossed 10,000 Nagas in the last 10 months, man. I done crossed over 10,000 Nagas. I done got to the rim for the easy lay. I done hit a Naga on the wing. I done hit a Naga, you know what I'm saying, with the easy dish, man. I done got triple doubles. I'm the best in the business. And you're trying to private investigate my post? I think you need to private investigate who these people are and get back to the root and know we the original richest Nagas on the earth playing.
I only ask this because the tweet is still up there, so
We're in 2022.
Oh,
It's on Amazon, a public platform. Whether you want to go watch it or not is up to you. There's things being posted every day. I am no different than the next human being, so don't treat me any different. You guys come in here and make up this powerful influence I have over top of...
Hold up. He's linking something from Amazon. So they're not yelling at Amazon for it being available on Amazon. I'm just catching up. Let me back it up. It's on Amazon, a public platform, so why aren't they making an uproar on Amazon? Because it's owned by who? See? But he can make a reference to something that he's getting off Amazon, and then it's Kyrie, anti-Semitic Kyrie. He says, I am Shem. I am a Hebrew. They ignore that and just say, yeah, but we just got the previous drop, you know what I'm saying, from the other jabroni trying to, speak up for Yeezy. He's trying to, put together his 1-2 about, this connection. But he's not really going into who we are. Yeah, you are, but here's how you could be offending us. It comes back to your offense. But if you take a second and think about the ramifications if Kyrie's telling the truth and Kanye's telling the truth and these other people we about to listen to is telling the truth, that you wrote up on these Hebrew people, you can't keep ignoring that. What you've done to the Hebrew people, whoever's watching right now, whoever's listening, what you've done to the Hebrew women, men, and children over the last hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. Do you know the recompense? You think Hawa's gonna let that slide? You see what he done to us. Time out. You see what he done to us, right? Took away our land, all our things, let you come over here, have your pickings. But only to the unwise, according to the wisdom of Solomon. Only to the unwise do they seem to die. Only to the unwise do they seem to die. My Nagas, we're not unwise, are we? So these Nagas don't die. We multiply. I want to hear that Amazon statement again.
Wow. Read a good and bad about the truth of our world.
So then do you, I guess, understand or not understand those that might imply that that work had anti-Semitic leanings in it? I only ask this because the tweet is still up there, so
We're in 2022. It's on Amazon, a public platform. Whether you want to go watch it or not is up to you. There's things being posted every day. I am no different than the next human being, so don't treat me any different. You guys come in here and make up this powerful influence I have over top of the adultery of, oh, you cannot post that. Why not? Why not?
Oh, they blurping
I
stuff
don't hear
out.
uproar of that.
Oh, they
I'm not
bleep
here
this.
to be divisive on
My bad. I don't know what they bleep, but they bleep something, man.
what's going on this or that. I'm not comparing Jews to blacks. I'm not comparing white to black. I'm not doing that. That conversation is dismissive, and it constantly revolves around the rhetoric of who are the chosen people of God. And I'm not here to argue over a person or a culture or religion or what they believe. No, this is what is here. It's on a public platform. Did I do anything illegal? Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Did I do anything illegal? Did I hurt anybody? Did I harm anybody? Am I going out and saying that I hate one specific group of people? So out of all the judgment that people got from me posting, I just, without talking to me, and then I respect what Joe said, but there has a lot to do with the not ego or pride of how proud I am to be an African heritage, but also to be living as a free black man here in America, knowing the historical complexities for me to get here. So I'm not going to stand down on anything that I believe in. I'm only going to get stronger because I'm not alone. I have a whole army around me.
Woo-wee, Kyrie. He said, I got a tribe with me. I got Hawaii with me. Yeah, man. I think you see clearly. You're not alone. Drop Nation, coon. We see clearly. When they attack one noggin, we know by default we got to see clearly. We can't jump on that campaign to, crucify Ye. You know what I'm saying? We can't jump on that campaign to crucify Kyrie. You know what I mean? Whatever Kanye's saying, we got to embrace the crazy if that's what it is. But I don't even call it that. I just say, yo, he's popping off. But if they're calling it crazy, we're going to embrace it. All right, cool. We got crazy uncles and aunties. We can do that as a family. Now, what are you really saying, my brother? That's what we doing with Kanye. We're saying, what are you really saying, bro? We're here for you, man. What you saying? I'm not even thinking about the Kardashians. What are you saying? I'm not thinking about Balenciaga. I'm not thinking about Adidas. Yeezy, what are you saying? Kyrie, what are you saying, man? We right here for you. So this is a dragonfly perspective. Seeing clearly. The etymology of a dragon is to see. A dragonfly can see 360-degree panorama. He can see behind him as he's flying away. We got a dragonfly perspective. We seeing clearly. We see popping off. We ain't gonna focus on the divisive stuff to separate us, who's who and what's what. We're gonna say keep the code, and we're gonna hang and bang for Most High over everything. M.H.O.E. We're gonna know that we original people because that's just what it is. Natural to the soil. That's obvious, and anybody tripping on that, you're gonna need your own quarantine area, man, because you can't rock with the natural ones, man. Now you could be natural and out of cold, and now we got a more and more war. You see? But you can't just butt your way into it and say, well, I'm better than you and I'm better than everybody. But now you back, hijack. Stop coveting the heritage and inheritance. In Nagamville, M.H.O.E. Let's go.
Kyrie, while we're on the topic of promotion, why did you decide to promote something that Alex Jones said?
Come on, man.
That was a few weeks ago. I do not stand with Alex Jones' position, narrative, court case that he had with Sandy Hook, or any of the kids that felt like they had to relive trauma, or parents that had to relive trauma, or to be dismissive to all the lives that were lost during that tragic event. My post was a post from Alex Jones that he did in the early 90s or late 90s about secret societies in America of occults. And it's true. So
It's facts. You ain't got to agree with everything a jabroni says. He said, all right, yeah, this part I'm rocking with that. I'm going to post it. I mean, damn, social media is new. And now we're getting jammed up for what we share in our accounts on our pages. Then I guess it ain't ours. If everybody trip and misconstrue and want to flip-flop everything that's coming from, whatever intention we got, whether it's good or bad. You know what I'm saying? Something evil. You know how many evil people on Twitter every day tweeting evil thing? I mean, just look at our community alone. Look at the tweets going back from gang to gang, or all kind of encrypted, but not so encrypted. You know what I'm saying? If you're just looking for threats, but because these people got status, and because it makes the news, and they can use it to, really try to pat us on the head. They like for a nigga to get out of code, or well, yeah, they love when you're out of code. They like when you get out of line and they want to pat you on the head and say, "Good boy, you apologize. Good boy, you apologize." Nick Cannon was, unfortunately, example 101. You know what I'm saying? He popped off with Griff. He was going crazy. Next thing is just, good boy, Nick. You still want your jobs, man? Remember the deal. Remember the contract. And I rock with my bro Nick, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm of the generation, I've seen his come up from the Nickelodeons to all the, you know what I'm saying? So I rock with my bro Nick, man. And, you know what I'm saying? I respect his family, man. You know what I'm saying? LA ties. And, I think he got some other, San Diego flow going on, man. So, look, man, I respect the bro Nick. And I understand that I don't know. And we don't know what these celebrities and people with these platforms and statuses are going through. So I ain't going to be no false witness to it. I'm just going to appreciate what he's given. Just like the bro Kyrie. Let's get a few more minutes. Let's get to Ice Cube.
So I wasn't identifying with anything of being a campaignist for Alex Jones or anything. I'm just there to post. And it's funny. And it's actually hilarious because out of all the things I posted that day, that was the one post that everyone chose to see. Mm-hmm. It just goes back to the way our world is and works. I'm not here to complain about it. I just exist.
Hijack City.
To follow up on the promotion of the movie and the book.
Can you please stop calling it a promotion? What am I promoting?
Put it out on your platform.
But I'm
because he posts something, it must be that you are standing with this and promoting this. They funny how they using their words, man, but he about to cook them though, man. Let's go.
Promoting it? Do you see me in front of
it out there,
the
people
title?
are going to say that you are
Yeah, I put it out
promoting.
there just like you put things out there, right?
Oh.
Yeah, but
okay.
It's not
you put
stuff,
things out there for a living, right?
Right,
Oh.
but my stuff is not
so let's move on.
filled
let's
with
move on.
anti-Semitic
Let's
stuff.
move on. Don't dehumanize me up here.
I'm not doing that.
Another
You're
human
free
being.
to post
I can post whatever I want, so say that and shut it down and move on to the next question.
But Kyrie, you have to understand that by
I don't have to understand anything from you.
It's not me.
Nothing.
By
It's no
posting
people
what
that you're
you
making
did.
up, bro. Move on.
This dude trying to lecture Kyrie? This jabroni with this jabroni in the shadows? Ain't done none of the boss moves this bro's done. This jabroni, who gave this guy a mic? You're supposed to ask a question. And if you don't want to answer your question, he gonna say next question. When did the media get so bold to think they could lecture him publicly and represent an entire community? And I don't say nothing anti-Semitic. And don't you understand? You need to it came from don't you understand question to you need to understand. This is when it's out of control, people. This is when they just flexing at this point.
To all the lives that were lost during that tragic event. My post was a post from Alex Jones that he did in the early 90s or late 90s about secret societies in America of occults. And it's true. So I wasn't
Hashtag
identifying with anything
facts.
of being a campaignist for Alex Jones or anything. I was just there to post. And it's funny, and it's actually hilarious because out of all the things I posted that day, that was the one post that everyone chose to see. It just goes back to the way our world is and works. I'm not here to complain about it. I just exist.
And to follow up on the promotion of the movie and the book,
Can you please stop calling it a promotion? What am I promoting?
put it out on your platform.
But I'm promoting it? Do you see me me in
By
front of
putting it out there,
the
people
title?
are going to say that you are
Yeah, I put it out
promoting.
there just like you put things out there, right?
Yeah, but
Okay.
it's not
you put
stuff,
things out there for a living, right?
right? But my
Great.
stuff
Great.
is
So
not
let's move on.
filled
Let's
with
move on.
anti-Semitic
Let's
stuff.
move on. Don't dehumanize me up here.
I'm not doing
I'm
that.
another
You're
human
free to
being.
post
I can post whatever I want. So
you post
say that and shut it down and move on to the next question.
But Kyrie, you have to understand that by
I don't have to understand anything from you.
It's not me.
Nothing.
By
It's no
posting
people
what
that you're
you
making
did,
up, bro. Move on.
But by posting
Move
what
on.
you
Next
did,
question. Next
anybody
question. Do
is
you
going
guys
to
have
look
any more
at
questions
it
for
and
me?
they're going to say,
You guys have any more
does he have
questions? Because this is going to be a clip.
anti-Semitic
This is going to be a clip that he's going to marvel at. Is this any more questions?
but you're not answering the question.
No, this is another answering your question. Oh my God, let's make another.
What power do you have to force someone to answer your dumbass question? Which ain't no question. You just say you need to understand and you have to understand ain't no question. You don't understand. Everyone wants you to know. Everyone wants you to tell them that you know that you hurt them and you're hurting the people by questioning the heritage of someone who converted under King Bulan in the 7th century. We know about the conversion to Judaism. Even if you're claiming the tribe Ashkenaz, Ashkenaz is a seed of Gomer. That's Japheth. But I don't even give him that. I don't give the hijack nothing. I'm not anti-Semitic. I'm anti all hijack, melanated or not. I think we are equal opportunity hijack slaves. Look at our track record. I come at our people. I come at anybody else. And that's just what it is. If that's a part of our investigation, we don't shy away from that. We undress us first. And then we have a good time undressing you because it's really an easy lay. Kyrie know about the finger roll. He's letting him know. Hey, look here, man. Get back in your box, man. We got to put Jack back in his box.
Another Instagram clip so we could be famous again. Next question.
Kyrie, basketball.
It being important to build on that defense and getting back to your habits and getting to your good spots. How would you just describe the defensive effort and the...
All right, man. Let's go, man. All right, let's go. Hey, we with you, Kyrie. I didn't want to ignore you, you know what I'm saying, in our Yeezy discourse. And we're about to get on this Yeezy interview. See, it says Kanye reportedly buying conservative social media app. Now, that should have been the whole gist, the whole point of this flow right here. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into this, and then we're going to go back in the drop chatter and surf the wave with, a few of the things we've been dropping. Oh, man. Yeah.
Do you understand that none of you will get
it that way.
Do you guys understand the consequences of what you've just done?
No.
You guys are not going to get into a college. You guys are not going to get any scholarships because this is a hate crime.
This is in Cedar City, Utah. Hashtag what the feezy? Hijack City is 2022, my night. And they're not just dressing up as us in our priestly robes. They're trying to, conjure us up in our lowest vibration, us as slaves, us as prisoners. Yeah, man. This is in Kadar, man. Is it Cedar or is it Kadar? Uh-oh.
We all dropped out of high school.
Look at these jabronis. Look, I can call you a jabroni. Look at what you're doing, man. Look at you, man. Look at yourself, man. You couldn't think of being nothing else for Sam Hyee. This is your favorite M.H.O.E outfit, huh? You thought about this and said, we're going to be some naggers in prison. What's your prison number? You thought about this. She's the cop. These are the robbers, the nigger robbers. This is in Kadar, man. What's going on in biblical Kadar? You know, the C's and K's are interchangeable. Is it Cedar or Kadar? Uh-oh, boss. What does Kadar got to do with you, though? Uh-oh, boss. Look at these jabronis, man. Look, man, I'm not even... You want to talk about hate crimes, man? Matter of fact, you want to talk about cancel culture, man? Now, they're nobody, so they don't get canceled, right? She's saying, you're not going to get into college? Yeah, they will. Ain't nobody going to do shit. Ain't nobody going to do shit. Because their parents are laughing at it. But they won't be canceled because they're nobody. Now, Kanye says Jewish people run the music industry. Oh, shit. Cancel him. Cancel his money. He said, look, man, looks like you're working together. Oh, fuck no, Kanye. We can't be working together. You must be saying we're a cabal, an evil group. Okay. So even though 90+% identify as so-called white, and even in a very general basis, you don't have a great track record here in this country or any other country as a tribe. He can't identify your actions as evil. And based on your actions and track records as identifying as white, he can't look at the track records of so-called white people in this country alone, in any country, and say, yeah, you're owning all these entertainment companies, you're owning all this, and we're being screwed and bamboozled. And I'm talking about my personal relationships, not somebody else's. I'm not being no false witness, but I'm also including what's been going on. We're going to flash back to an Ice Cube clip. They been doing this, talking about anti-Semitic. Boom, boom, boom. He's talking about Jerry Heller screwing him, and he's a Jewish man. Why you got to say he's a Jewish man, Ice Cube? But if he was a black man, they'd be like, yeah, the black ass Don King. Yeah, the black man Don King. He's identified as a black man. I don't think he'll identify himself as a black man. We can't identify them as white. We can't identify. If we say white people, oh, why do you got to say all white people? Because based on the track record and based on history, this is what it is. Infiltrating, taking over, gentrification, and you identify as them, right? Yeah, we read Prester John in the Promised Land by Ronald Sanders. We do some reading, like the homie Kyrie. We know who owned the boats. We know who owns the slave ships. We know what a confederacy is against Hebrews, and they want to dress up like a Hebrew Naga in chains, right? Where his life is dismal, where he's lost his ability to connect and have a prosperous future. His future is gone. He's in chains. He's on the chain gang. And this is what's happening in Kadar in 2022.
I still don't think it's appropriate for you guys to be doing this. It's really not funny.
Look at this shit. Look at this shit. He's supposed to be the sheriff. Locking up 3 naggers. I wonder how they decided who's going to be the naggers. I'll be the nagger. I'll be the nagger. I'll be the nagger too. We know they still do blackface in Spain. The only people that pretend to be a whole nother race or tribe of people on Halloween. All right, man. It's the kind of stuff that's dropping over on the IG. You know what I'm saying? Go hit us up. Get the drop, man. You know. Matter of fact, let's just get it from here. Let's get it from here, man. Let's jump right into it. Kanye. Let's get some discourse going. This is a slept on interview. And we're going to belly flop in it a little bit and see what Yeezy got to say. And he's going to come with that same tone. Hey, you need to understand. You're going to notice the same fucking spirit, man. And all these people, when they're trying to pat him on the head, why don't you apologize? You need to understand. Don't you know how bad we hurt? They want to focus on their pain because he's campaigning and doing his thing. And he's trying to let them in on our pain. And like, yeah, we know that was very bad. But what you said really hurt us. You really hurt us, yay. He's like, bitch, I've been hurt. We hurting. You can't get mad at our reaction. But we know we've been hijacked. That's like scoring a touchdown and we can't celebrate. Who's making up these rules? The best part of the touchdown is the celebration. The best part of going to sleep is waking up in the morning. And as we wake up and pop off, become aware in our awareness community, you want to neuter our awareness, you know. You want to make sure we don't celebrate our awareness by speaking facts. Let's go, yay. Pop off.
You see me?
Yes, but I want you guys to hear me and see me. Can you hear me and see me?
I can. I see you. You're in the back of a car. You got a hoodie and a hat on.
Okay, cool. I see the double. All right. You guys are supposed to be made aware to use my legal name, Ye. I've changed my name like how Cassius Clay changed his name to Muhammad Ali.
Okay.
I'm sure you guys didn't mean it as any disrespect, but at least on the Chiron, changed my name to Ye. You can say formerly known as Kanye West if you like to, but my name is Ye.
Why'd you change it?
Nigga, just change it. He just said, look at how he's puffed up, got his chest puffed out. This is supposed to be strong, ironclad, Cuomo. Looking like a straight jabroni. Looking like his button's about to pop out his suit. With his snowflake looking tie, man. He looked like he got a bodysuit on, man. Marshmallow chest, Cuomo, man. All right, man, let me get out of here, man. I mean, come on. Can't nobody take you serious sitting up like this. Liable to get popped upside your head bone, man. It's ridiculous, man. So, Kanye say, change my name, man. You disrespected me, but maybe you didn't mean it. He says, why'd you do it, man? Why'd you do it, yay? Just disrespectful from the top, from the tip top. Let's go.
Sir, I need to have the name changed.
We'll change it.
Yeah, but
we'll change it. I'm asking you why.
He didn't even get an apology. We'll do it. We'll do it. Don't worry. But I'm asking you with all my power and puffed up marshmallow chest, why'd you do it? See, Kanye's keeping it gully right now. He got his hoodie on. He's not trying to be in a great light. He's not trying to he's going to let his voice do the talk, do the shining. You can sit in your little classy studio. I'm going to be in the back of a car with a hoodie on, talking that real spillionaire in your ear bone, man.
Why did you change it? Just so people can understand.
Well, actually, I don't owe people an explanation to start off with. I have the right to change my name. I have the right in America to vote on whoever I want to vote on. We have certain rights where, as celebrities and even as the black voting bloc, as they call it, the black vote are forced to, always talk about their finances, always talk about their names. But it was really, the name West is a slave name. And I wanted to free myself of all of the older mentality. That is the reason I'm telling you that.
Understood. Understood and appreciated.
Yeah, thank you. All right, so let's go. What's the questions we got?
So first one is, where you are, there is...
And just let's pay attention, man. Kyrie, said something very similar about being a free naga, being a free person, a free Ibaru, you know what I'm saying? They're both talking being free. Kanye said, hey, look, that's a slave name. Now, whether it is or not, I'm not, that ain't even the point. The point is, he want to be free. That's all I get from that. He want to be free. And these Nagas, that's what they got in common with everybody else who's going to stand with them. You know what I'm saying? That's what they have in common with us, is that it's freedom talk. They got to respect us if we are speaking freedom talk, whatever frequency we speaking it on. If we say we keeping a code, you got to respect that, because no one can argue that when we stop killing each other and have that unity, that's our strongest weapon. First, we put the Most High over everything. You're right. And then we stop, putting our breath and our security in vain. We stop putting the Most High's name in vain. We rest on our Shabbat. We do the best we can to charge up with Hawa. We don't kill each other. We don't steal from each other. We stop bearing false witness on each other. Stop coveting each other's houses and things, man. All this, man. No adultery. Honor our framer and shaper above. This charges up our tribe, and it makes you unmesswittable, man. Now that's our path to victory. Kanye got to cut through it the way he got to cut through it. And we going to meet in freedom time. You know what I'm saying? Whether this is a clone, a M.H.O.E, whatever it is, it's not a complete distraction if you don't make it a complete distraction. If you take it like we doing and bring it in to the root, bring it back to the root.
Curiosity. You said that you're going to meet with the former president this week. Is that why you're traveling right now?
None of your damn business, man.
No, I'm actually going to meet with the CEO of Parler right now.
So that's real, that deal. You think it's going to happen?
Yeah, absolutely.
And why do you want Parler?
And just the way he asks, oh, you think it's going to happen? Like, anybody else, they'll ask, oh, okay, great. Tell me more about it. How did you make this deal? Oh, great. Well, keep us up on it. Oh, he want to put doubt right away. Just look at his eyes, man. This is a freaking robot, man. You see a soul in these eyes? Or do you see somebody that's ready to bicker and be bitter? You know what I'm saying? Ask a bunch of tough questions with his marshmallow chest, man. You trust these eyes, man? Hold up, man. You trust these eyes, man? Look into his eyes, man, if you can. Look into it, man. I'll give you a minute. Sip my water. Hey, you trust these eyes? Oh, you think you're gonna make a deal with Paula? Almost like, yeah, right. We're gonna make sure that deal doesn't happen. You think we're gonna let you buy your own social media? Yeezy?
Yeah, absolutely.
And why do you want Parler?
Well, I just
like a robot. And why do you want Parler? Do you think this will happen? Yay.
The CEO is just really incredible. Like what he's been able to do. Like even before we discussed me taking ownership of it. He was able to get it unbanned off of Google and off of Apple. So people had there were some people who worked in social media that hit by people immediately saying that the app was banned, but it wasn't the case. He actually had worked on removing the ban on it. And why would I remain in a place where I'm just tolerated? Why not go to a place where I'm celebrated? It's actually something Kid Rock just gave me a text about that. Go to places where you're celebrated, not where you're just tolerated. You know, I bring a lot of attention to these platforms, to Instagram and to Twitter, and they silo you. They shadow ban you. Everyone knows I was shadow banned on Instagram. People would go and say, hey, you know, he's running the algorithm, whatever term they use. And then I'd see on my Instagram that I had only reached 30 million people. And that's because Instagram is, was purchased by Mark Zuckerberg, who, from what I can see, has a left agenda. So people are using their technology to silo any messaging that they don't agree with.
So couldn't it all...
Yeezy said it. Just play the game, man. Yeezy said it. I mean, he's speaking hashtag facts. You know, being a part of the awareness community, we definitely see that. We don't see our real numbers. You know, we're shadow banned on every platform. I know y'all ain't getting no notifications. You don't hear me on every video saying, hey, man, push the red button, man. Subscribe. Now, I don't want you to submit to me. You know, I want you to subscribe to the H.O.E, to the code. You know what I'm saying? So we don't trip on, you know, you going to rock with what you rock with, man. If, you know, we're all intelligent people, man. If you want to follow something, then, you know, you're going to follow it as long as it's leading you to the water. You know what I mean? Kanye said, I need to be celebrated. Why would I be just tolerated? We're watching something that is interesting because we don't know where it's going to lead. With all these, you know, multiple narratives, you know what I'm saying, that no one knows what to believe. And, you know, it's easy just to ignore it. You know, it's easy just to just do us, you know what I mean? But we have to pay some type of attention to, you know, get what H.O.E, you know, wants us to get out of it, man. You know, there's a bigger wave coming, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? We've been on our wave, and the wave H.O.E got coming up next, you know what I'm saying? This is why it's so important to be foundational, to have a foundation. Let's hear this last part again.
Has a left agenda. So people are using their technology to silo any messaging that they don't agree with. So
hashtag facts. I mean, I don't care what numbers they show us on YouTube, you know, truly, I always multiply it times 10. You know what I'm saying? If you kicking any level of hashtag facts and not just giving some thoughtless garbage out there, you know what I'm saying? 90%, you know, or you're only seeing about 10% of your algorithm anyway, you know, especially, you know, we're not no big super monetizers, you know what I'm saying? Nothing like that. You know, for a long time, we didn't monetize at all. Then, you know, I said, all right, let's just see what we can do since we are raising, you know what I'm saying, funds for land and doing what we got to do. Let's see if we can raise this way, you know what I mean? So we started doing that. We might start dropping more monetization type of clips and stuff like that. But right now, man, we just dropped that drop, man, you know. But we don't see our numbers here. We don't see our numbers on IG like they are truly being felt and connected to. Now, that's for Drop Nation as a whole. We ain't seen that. So Ye ain't lying. Has he lied to you yet? Yeezy said it.
So couldn't it also be that you have said things that offend the community guidelines?
Here we go.
Like anti-Semitic comments and things that are seen as insensitive and potentially threatening.
That train's never late. I thought this says Ye reportedly buying conservative social media app. You asked 2 questions. Why are you doing it, Ye? What's your interest in parlor, Ye? Ye gives you an answer. You don't even have an adequate response. You weren't even listening to his answer. You weren't even listening, Kwame. Kwame is not on Coom. It's not on Quam right now, Kwame. You're not on Rising right now, man. You're not on the rising wave. This train's never late. Well, okay. Well, Ye, you know, what about these anti-Semitic comments you've been making, man?
Threatening to communities that we try to protect?
Well, I don't like the term anti-Semitic. It's been a term that's allowed people, specifically in my industry, to get away with murder sometimes, literally, and get away with robbing and doing bad people. People always say, I got screwed on a deal. Would that become a surprise to you if I said, hey, a music exec screwed someone on a deal? Does that sound kind of like normal, commonplace to you? So for me,
it doesn't have anything to do with being anti-Semitic unless you believe that all record producers are Jewish, or, it's when you talk about Jewish people specifically as targeting them that creates a problem.
It's anti-Semitic, but I don't believe in that term. One thing is, black people are also Jew. I classify as Jew also. So
just like Kyrie, but with his own Kanye fastball. Kyrie throw a slider in here, man. You know what I'm saying? He's steep, right? He's out of there. Kanye just coming right down the plate, right down the middle of the plate, fastball. No sinker, fastball. You know what I'm saying? Coom is over here looking for the sinker. Quamo's over here looking for the sinker. It's a fastball, man. It's a fastball. Let's get that back, man. I mean, here we go again, right? He's saying, Kyrie said, look for the root of the word. Kanye said, hey, these niggas is the Jews. They are Judah. Again, how can we be anti-Shem? We are Judah.
Is targeting them that creates a problem.
It's anti-Semitic, but I don't believe in that term. One thing is, black people are also Jew. I classify as Jew also. So I actually can't be an anti-Semite. So the term is actually, it's not factual.
Now, every time he says that, no one's going to deal with that information. They're going to curveball their way around it. He just said the Negroes are the Jews. Right to his face. Look at him. Just took a lot of energy out of him. Yeah, you're seeing that real. You're seeing that real right now. Yeah, you see it, right? You see that real, what it really is. Let's go. And then he brightens back up. That was kind of weird, man. Let me get that again, man.
It's not factual. But
I understand you think that, but I don't think that's a common understanding.
It's not factual.
Hold up, man.
The thing is, black people are also Jew. I classify as Jew also. So I actually can't be an anti-Semite. So the term is actually...
It's draining him just hearing that. You got to look away, man.
It's not factual. But
I understand you think that, but I don't think...
You think that, so he's not agreeing, but he's also not going to give no evidence to the contrary. He's not going to say it can't be when they got Ethiopian Jews in their system of Jewishness. How can they say that without offending all these melanated Jewish people? Wow, that's a real crux for you, Kwame.
I think that's a common understanding that...
I understand that.
It doesn't got to be a common understanding, Kwame. He's dropping some drop to wake up people out of the common hijack.
People can say whatever they want about Jewish people.
Well, I'm willing to talk with inside the common understanding until we get the truth. The common understanding, more oftentimes than that, nowadays, is not the truth.
Wow.
All right, so think about this. But let's just take...
Ping, pow. He said that's not the common understanding that black people are Jews. He says the common understanding is typically not the truth. So your understanding is false. I like how Kyrie plays, his ball. And I like how Kanye, does his dish and his shot from the outside, you know what I'm saying? A nice little open three, you know what I'm saying? Because he can't guard these questions. Kanye's hitting open. Kanye on the Steph Curry right now. He's just getting open, hitting some shots, man. Doing some dishes, because he's referencing real knowledge, and that's what he's not prepared to address. Kwame does not want to address no real knowledge. He just wants to keep hitting them with talking points until he go crazy, and then he can get a clip about crazy. Yeah.
A woman could have one bad man in her life that can make I'm willing to talk with inside the common understanding until we get the truth. The common understanding more oftentimes than that nowadays is that
it's when you talk about Jewish people specifically as targeting them that creates a problem.
It's anti-Semitic, but I don't believe in that term. One thing is, Black people are also Jew. I classify as Jew also, so I actually can't be an anti-Semite. So the term is actually, it's not factual. But
I understand you think that, but I don't think that's a common understanding that Black people can say whatever they want about Jewish people.
Well, I'm willing to talk with inside the common understanding until we get the truth. The common understanding more oftentimes than that nowadays is not the truth. All right, so think about this. But let's just take a woman could have one bad man in her life that can make her dislike men. Mm-hmm. Let her have two. Let her have three. Let her have four. There's got to be over 10 times that I've been screwed or bad business has been done with me just in the past 2 years. In the past 2 years alone.
And these are big ass business deals, right? So he's speaking on his facts. We don't know them. We are not witness to Kanye's facts. So we can't be on, you know what I'm saying? We just got to listen to and hear what he's actually saying. He made a perfectly good analogy. A woman could have one bad experience and she just like, man, I ain't dealing with no more. I ain't dealing with no more men because of one experience. And he's saying I had at least 10 in recent times over these major deals. And after a while, I got to say, they seem to be coming in the same frequency. They seem to be on the same hijack. So he is putting it together for him. He can have an opinion about his own life without having to fit into the common understanding of Kwame.
And what I'm doing, I'm calling the Jewish community as a whole to say, people say to me, oh, we grew up on Ye. And talk to your brothers. Ask them, why is Ye upset? Everybody, all they want to do is silence and shoot the messenger.
But you have to understand how...
Wait, so you have to understand I'm not finished.
Why do they keep saying, didn't we just get that from Kyrie? You have to understand the same thing. Are we talking to the same person, the same jabroni? Why do they keep telling these rich-ass Negroes, these rich-ass Hebrews, what they need to understand? Ain't that force? Ain't that bullying? They're anti-Semitic, not us. We can be anti-Semitic when we, doing our quote-unquote black-on-black crime, more on more war. Now we anti-Semitic. But in their heart, they're not against Shemites. They're against this tribe for whatever reason they got. It's tribal war. It's not against all of Shem. Who's against all of Shem? Maybe Ham and Cush. In terms of their elite. Maybe these people that want to act like they are Shem. Ashkenaz is a seed of Gomer. Japheth, right? That's not Shem. Who's hiding in the tents of Shem? So when Shem wakes up, anybody hiding in the tents of Shem will be anti-Shem. Anti-Shem waking up, even when he says it to your face. We are Hebrews. The blacks are the Jews, however he's saying it. You don't address the knowledge. You say, well, I don't really think that, and that's not common. How is that a response to him telling you that black people are Jews? Well, that's not common. Why would you say it? That's not a common understanding.
Finish, sir.
All right, but you already made a point that I need to deal with, but go ahead. Let me know when you're done.
Okay. Silence and shoot the messenger.
Yeah, but you have to understand how...
Wait a second, you have to understand I'm not finished, sir.
All right, but you already made a point that I need to deal with, but go ahead. Let me know when you're done.
Okay. Thank you very much. And I don't mean to be rude on your show. Thank you for the platform. Everyone wants to shoot the messenger. And you look at how your point was going to start. You have to understand.
Okay.
But the thing is, the Jewish people that I'm talking about don't have to understand. And that is that privilege that I'm not going to allow. When I wore the White Lives Matter t-shirt, the Jewish underground media mafia already started attacking me. They canceled my 4 SoFi Stadium shows, right? They had the press, the same people, the 78 outlets that when I was arguing with Pete Davidson and Trevor Noah, they called me an abuser for arguing with people about my ex-wife and my family and when I get to see my kids and when I don't. And they just immediately disrespect me. They keep the crazy narrative going. They never call me a billionaire. We never talked about, even on this one right here, hey, tycoon, billionaire, visionary, inventor. These are never used. If you go to New York Times or Wall Street Journal, whatever, they always say the rapper. It was hard enough for us to get fashion designer. I'm going to give a pause so you can address what you want to.
Nah, man, before you pause for this jabroni, let me say something, man. Let me holler at you, Yeezy, man. You saying some things, and this is Yeezy's truth, and this is the thing. He can't, look at this jabroni, man. Look at this guy, man. He can't process truth. He can't process what's coming from the soul. Ye is giving him an example of Jewish person after Jewish person, high-powered, and if they're around him in this business and this, they're the most high-powered of high-powered. He's been, taking advantage of time and time again. He's saying they don't have to understand, but you're telling me I have to understand. Remember, this starts with tweets and stuff. This is the context of his tweets. You can't tell a man what's the context of his tweet, of how he's feeling. And again, just like Kyrie, we're talking about social media. It's like they invented it just to catch these people up, just to create drama. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Social media has done more cursing than helping, man. But we changing that, man, being M.H.O.E. Shadow ban or not, numbers or not, we don't care about the numbers over here, man. Hawaii got the count, man. You know what I'm saying? We popping off. This is about Kanye's intentions behind who he's talking about when he says Defcon anything, or he's going in on Jewish people. You know damn well he ain't thinking about all the state of Israel. He's talking about these personal relationships. It's personal. It's a personal tweet, a personal message. And he could tie it in with the masses, with the tribes of Israel flow, just to rub it in. But this is personal. And you can't try to take or twist the narrative of the context of a man's words on social media. He's talking to people that are presently, harming him in whatever ways, from his monies to how he's connecting with his children. All this is, they're taking food off of his family's table because of how they feel he's anti them, when he's trying to let them know you've been anti us. And this is who us are. Cuomo.
Appreciate it. So, look, there is no Jewish media, cabal, mafia.
So they just say that, and we supposed to just take that. There's no private confederacy of people and families that are working together to run things and silence people. That's like saying there's no mafia. There's no Italian mafia, man. Why would a family work together to strengthen themselves? Why would a family work together to hedge the bets, and make sure they're always protected and safe, and that they are the ones with the wealth and the power? Why would that's just crazy talk. Yay, you're crazy. Yay is crazy. It's crazy to think that we, just because we're in all these high positions all throughout sports, music, entertainment, film industry, if I write a movie, I gotta get it approved to one of these agencies, or I gotta have meetings with one of these studios. Why do you think Tyler Perry had to do Tyler Perry? But at the same point, he still gotta rock with them, or he's out of here. Whoopi Goldberg she get fired off her job for saying some real spill. Nick Cannon gets fired and checked. Everybody getting fired and checked all over the place. We see you flexing your power, but when we speak on your power, you say, that's impossible. There's not any private elite cabal threatening you guys. That's crazy. That's like a white person saying, that's crazy. White supremacists don't exist. There's no plot and plan to put white people ahead of black people. That's just crazy talk, yay.
New York Times or Wall Street Journal, whatever.
And he's right. They don't call him a tycoon. This whole thing should read super tycoon, mega billionaire nigga Kanye. It just says Ye's live with Chris. Oh, Ye. It didn't even say, first it said Kanye. They didn't respect his name change. Look at him, man. Look at this face, man. This dumb face. Every time we look at these guys, they always got these dumbass faces. And let's go.
They always say the rapper. It was hard enough for us to get fashion designer. I'm going to give a pause so you can address what you want to address.
Appreciate it. So, look, there is no Jewish media cabal mafia. That is a figment of either your imagination or a projection of a prejudice, okay? You may have had bad business dealings with people. It's about those people. It's not about their religion or faith. And I know that you are intelligent and understand that when you target people because of their faith, other people may do so the same. They've been targeted before. They've been abused and killed because of what they believe and who they are. So we don't want to tolerate that. And you're playing into that right now, whether you know that or not.
I won't tolerate it as a black person. What you just said was a statement. You're trying to say that there isn't a collective. Over 50% of the executives in Hollywood, the CEOs, are Jewish. And these guys know each other. That's different
than saying it's a mafia and that they act as Jews.
Address the fact that over 50% are Jewish, man. But that's different than saying there's a mafia. Look at this stupid face. They make the dumbest faces when they try to just speak hijack. This is how you speak hijack. You got to make this face or you can't speak hijack. Did he deny the fact that 50? That means half of. Oh. Back it up.
I don't want to tolerate that. And you're playing into that right now, whether you know that or not.
I won't tolerate it as a black person. What you just said was a statement. You're trying to say that there isn't a collective. Over 50% of the executives in Hollywood, the CEOs, are Jewish. And these guys know each other. That's different
than saying it's a mafia and that they act as Jews in some way, as opposed to just being businessmen.
Oh, they're just businessmen, yay? So these business people don't work together? And what's the definition of a mafia or a cabal? People that work together, have private meetings. Niggas on the block got private meetings. That's not out of the imagination for you to have private meetings as owners of Hollywood, the biggest studios, and have private parties. Are you going to deny that you have private parties? We got to get into that. Secret parties. And what's being done at these parties? Ye ain't even gotta. He ain't even gonna touch what's being done at these parties, right? Let your imagination really go and see who's being targeted. our children. Dragonfly perspective.
This man. One plays to a prejudice, the other one just plays to people and an ugly business, which is what the record business is. So,
Okay, so
you can
now,
have your feelings
earlier
about
when
it, just don't ascribe it to their faith.
Wait a second. You can't tell me.
I was gonna say, you can't tell him what to connect. You can't try to be in charge of his connection. These people, man, gonna tell us we must understand this. And you can't do this and you can't do that. You're talking to a billionaire, bro. You're talking to a billionaire. Whatever that means. He played your game and he's winning. And then all the obstacles you putting up against it, all the obstacles you want to put up against it, still winning. Tried to cancel him, but you can't cancel him if the people rock with him. Because you can't cancel the magic of the original people, the magi. We create what's cool. We say he's cool, he's cool. Yeah, we work as a tribe. You can call that a gang, a mafia, whatever you want to call it. Tribal mafia. How about that? Tribal mafia. We tribing up, just like you've been tribing up. And tribing up can be also called a cabal. Because when we tribe up as Tribe Nation and some jabronis and hijacks can't vibe with us, they're going to say, oh, they got a secret society. They got a secret group. They got a secret group. They got a cult. They got a cult. They got land. They got a cult. Yeah, we've been called that before. We had to let them know we all about agriculture and we all about cultivation. Drop that drop, yay.
What to do or feel, first of all.
I know, but I can tell you what is wrong about what you say.
I could tell you what's wrong.
Wait a second. You can't tell me what to do
back it up,
or feel. Those are Jewish. And these guys
That's
know each
different
other.
than saying it's a mafia and that they act as Jews in some way, as opposed to just being businessmen. One plays to a prejudice, the other one just plays to people and an ugly business, which is what the record business is. So, you can have your feelings about it, just don't ascribe it to their faith.
Wait a second. You can't tell me what to do or feel, first of all.
I know, but I can tell you what is wrong about what you say.
No, you said that it's not a mob. Mob culture, here's the idea of a mob. People target, there's no term. Have you ever heard the term the white vote? Because there isn't a white vote, because white people can vote the way they want. Black people, we fought. My grandparents, my mother fought in civil rights. My grandfather drove the first march out of Oklahoma. My mother used to work for Jesse Jackson at Operation Push. My dad was a Black Panther. My family are freedom fighters, and we fought for the right to vote. You realize when I wore a red hat that my life was threatened?
I know.
By my Jewish managers, by my Jewish lawyer, by my Jewish accountant,
your lawyer and your accountant inside the music industry.
Shut up, jabroni. Let him pop off.
No. He said, not specifically the accountant, but there were many people who threatened my life. Also, my family was torn apart off of my political opinion because of my ex-wife's attachment to the Clinton administration. I mean, they were getting my ex-wife to push the vaccination.
Oh.
I didn't realize how attached they were to the left agenda when I was
Vaccinations are not a left agenda. Yay.
Okay, I understand. Okay, and that's
yay. Just look how he say yay, man. Just almost make you wanna, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
The Clinton administration. I mean, they were getting my ex-wife to push the vaccination. I didn't realize how attached they were to the left agenda when I was
Vaccinations are not a left agenda. Yay.
Okay, I understand.
And you see he got this earpiece, so someone's in his ear saying, tell him this, vaccination is not a left agenda. And then he just repeated like a damn robot, man.
Okay, not specifically the vaccinations, but period, that they're on Zoom calls during COVID with literally Biden and Kamala and Chris Paul and all kind of people, celebrities, John Legend, Chrissy Teigen, all these same group of people that come and attack me for what they call wrong think groups, you know.
And look, you don't have to like it. You don't have to like it. You don't have to say what people want you to say, but you have to understand and accept what people will and won't tolerate.
I don't have to understand or accept because they're not willing to.
That's like saying make a contract, yeah. Understand. Stand under me. You must accept the deal, the contract.
Understand or accept. And that's the reason why I'm not backing down. People have had their careers destroyed. That's why they keep on saying, oh, well, yeah, Ye's dangerous because he will keep talking. He will keep talking.
You say. It's when you say Jewish people own the black vote. When I wake up, I'm going Defcon 3 on Jewish
own
people.
The black voice.
These are not things that you can say coming from a place of intelligence or love or anything productive.
So now he's not intelligent. You're talking to a billionaire boss. Non-productive, you're talking to a billionaire. I'm just mentioning it because that's their world. They respect money. You cut them off and talk about productivity.
Not backing down. People have had their careers destroyed. That's why they keep on saying, oh, well, yeah, Ye's dangerous because he will keep talking. He will keep talking.
You say. It's when you say Jewish people own the black vote. When I wake up, I'm going Defcon 3 on Jewish
own
people.
The black voice.
These are not things that you can say coming from a place of intelligence or love or anything productive.
I'm coming from a place of love and a place of we're not going to be owned by the Jewish media anymore. If you think about every celebrity,
Kanye.
If you look at their contract, and I'm going to finish what I'm saying.
I know, but you have to understand this idea of the Jewish media. That's not how it works. You're talking to me right now.
So every celebrity,
go ahead.
Every celebrity has Jewish people in their contract. This is not hate speech. This is the truth. And these people, if you say anything out of the line with the agenda, then your career could be over.
Listen,
so
I hear you. You made that point.
Cutting off my point.
Because the point is because
why do you keep? Sir,
here's why.
Don't cut me off, sir. Respect.
I've listened to it. You've made it several times.
No, I'm not finished, sir.
I understand, but you said it several times.
I'm not finished, sir. But my people haven't heard me.
An ugly thought. These people got no respect, man. And you know, I just need to make this. They got no respect. Billionaire, like we all see it. Like billionaire, you can have $9 or $9 billion. To them, you just some, low level, monkey circus show. That they can exploit, make whatever they make out. Whether they Jewish, whether they white, whether they black. You know what I'm saying? There is a confederacy of not just one shade of this. You know what I'm saying? One religion of that. All this is coming back to the same source, the same hijack. Yeah, man. Hey, shout out to my bro Confat, man, and Narc in this building, man. And my bro's dropping that drop, man. Hey, shout out to Annie, we are. There's some great drops. Zero means full. We're gonna come back to Kanye. I gotta take a pause for the cause, man. As we're gonna finish strong with some Ice Cube. I got it on deck. I'm just doing some discourse commentary, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is interesting though. Zero means full, not empty. Okay. Shout out to Moon Boy with it, dude. Them flutes set a naga free. Them flutes set a naga free. Moon Boy, man, you popping off. I knew there was a reason to take the pause for the call. Fat, what it do? Gotta say what's up to the bro. I just want to say, hey, hi to all my Nagas. It's always checking in. Y'all really got it, Nagas. You know what I'm saying? frequency all the way up. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to catch up to all the things that I want to do for 432 as a platform, as a tribe, as Land and Joy World. And, then I got my family business. And, the last couple months, man, it's been a lot of family business happening, man. So ThaWaDa for your patience as I get back to the regular radio shows. And, either way, y'all here, man. Y'all always coming through, showing Ahab, Moon Boy, man. You already know, man. Fats dropping that drop, man. What you got going on, man? Okay, he's in the book of Judges with it. Hey, please get to it, man. Bro's dropping map drop, the portal to Texas history. In Texas at the Alamo. Wow. Oh, man, we see that Dawi. Uh-oh. Sepulture of Dawi. Uh-oh. Hey, it's all happening, man. He's dropping that Texas history link. My bro M.H.O.E is in the building. Ahab, M.H.O.E, and Anion going all the way up, man. The vibe is so live. Hey, been taking steady doses, heavy gnosis. That's a bar to combat these hollowed, uneasy nights. Shout out to all my niggas that got through all this high check, man. I posted on my windows, mirrors, and doors. Everywhere I look, the name deep freezes the anxieties that surround me and sets free the right spirit within. My nigga got bars, man. And yes, a lot of my niggas going through some weather. Man. So we don't know what they're doing. They're turning up these systems, this HARP, this CERNs, and all this stuff. We got to get back to that. Check in on these Hadron colliders, man. But yeah, semi-niggas dropping that drop. Oh, man, is that a drop? What's going on? Man, this is something else, man. This is something else right here, man. It's a lot happening. M.H.O.E the Hebrew, what it do? Shout out to the M.H.O.E, man. Derek, KTC, C9, M.H.O.E, what it do, man? I got you, man. Law of laws to follow. M.H.O.E and everything would take its course and materialize. Let's go, man. Oh, LOL, law. Okay. Ty Bad Zion dropping some cities of gold. Oh. You got some drop on the go? Oh, she found the drop. Okay, we got some new. All right, I'm not going to expose too much aqua time, but I just want to make sure I got it. I guess we going back in, people. I guess we going in to the cities of gold. Okay. Hey, how? You never know what you're going to find in the drop chatter. Type as, okay, we got some Martin Luther King drop. A lot's happening. They're already taking down links, Aqua. They taking down links. Shout out to my Aqua, Tracy, TLETT Hill, Shalom Code. Sometimes they just check in and say Shalom, man. So I want to take the time to acknowledge all y'all. Melvin, Kroger, I see you. My Naga, I appreciate you. Melvin, the Ock King, what it do? Always in the building, man. Ock King. Man, question of the century. Why would most authors pervert the holy and great word of Hawa? Okay, let's ask the right questions with factual content to support. So we ain't, you're going to start with pervert. Hey, look, these niggas going all the way up in the drop chatter. So, even when I don't have the updates, that I want to keep doing, I am going to be on and put our radio shows on regularly and just update you with all kind of drop, just like we drop it on IG, just going to be dropping over here. And, even that, you can still get the Instagram feed, you know what I'm saying, and enjoy the flow. You did. Oh, yeah. Five Eyes Mob popping off. Shout out to Five Eyes Mob, man. M.H.O.E. Hey, man, this the designer. You know what I'm saying? This the visionary. This is Mob, man. And it's great to Be rocking Most High over everything, side by side, shoulder to shoulder with my Nagama. And look out for us, man. Yeah, just look out. That's all I can really say. We got the new, this is the updated, upgraded. Yeah. We got more of that, sharp futuristic arrow coming on. So we got the new hoodies coming, with, what I'm saying, just the little touches, the current touches that Ma's putting on it. And, it's Most High everything, man. Go hit us up at Most High _ everything on IG. Most High over everything, Most High fashion. They got their fashion. Kanye's talking about their fashion industry. We're not even dealing with it, man. We got Most High fashion. Our own industry, our own genre, whatever you want to call it. We ain't talking about their rap music. And we got our own genre, man. Tribe Up music, We ain't talking about their Hollywood. We got our own, man, we got our own vision of Nagaville. You know what I mean? Industry, whatever you want to call it. We got our own. We always had our own. We're just letting it be known that we got our own. We got Nagaville. We're going to film projects and drop them exclusively at Nagaville.com, man. Look out for us, man. This is Nagaville. So, hey, we got the film industry with Nagaville. We got the fashion industry with Most High fashion. And we got the music genre with Tribe Up music, man. That's us. And as my Nagas, make yourself known, man. We're going to put this together. Let's start filming our projects, our messages, our images. Let's start rocking our brands. That means something. Naga says, what does it mean? You turn and say Most High over everything. They got a smile on their face. It makes sense. You can't argue with that. The Christian got to agree. The Muslim got to agree. The Buddhist got to agree. Most High over everything, boss. Yeah, look out for the new sky logo. Hey, man, this is the sky flow. You know what I'm saying? M.H.O.E. Sky edition, man. So, Ma's popping off. Y'all give my jigger some A-high, man. Hit up Most High over _ everything on IG. And this is going to be, on a hoodie near you. Black, white. Matter of fact, we might drop all colors and just say, choose your colors, whatever color you want. You know what I'm saying? Orange, pink, light blue, purple, rock your individual flow, your favorite colors, and rock this sky logo. You know what I'm saying? Love to my jigger. Yeah, man. Ma's popping off, man. Ma's popping off, man. You dig? So, yeah, man, come surf the wave over here, having a good time. Flat drop popping. Chef Candy making salads, man. Oh, yeah. I want to see what this guy got to say. I'm going to get back to Kanye. But remember, this jabroni just said, yeah, I don't think it's common knowledge that blacks are Jews. Well, let's get another opinion, man. Let's go.
To the Gentiles that hold on to the truth of Messiah. So it's an excellent question. Who are the Hebrews? I get this question from Gentiles a lot, but I also get it from Hebrews who know they are, because they're trying to see what side of the truth I'm in. Now, simply put, the Bible is black history. The children of Israel are predominantly people who are black, people of color. And I don't want to get into myself, because a lot of people they're not sure, but I know my tribe's Ephraim because the Most High woke me up. And we're mixed with the Gentiles. Our forefathers did that. So I claim my Israelite heritage too. But predominantly, Israel is black, especially tribe of Judah. So that's who the real Hebrews are. You just need to visit Deuteronomy 28 and look at the curses that are fallen upon us as a people. You can look at the book of Songs of Solomon that show Solomon describing his skin color. You just need to look at the color of the earth when Adam was formed. You just need to look at the description of Yehoshua in the book of Revelation to understand these things.
Dodge all hijacks at all costs.
So you also know that when the dispersions happened, many went from beyond the rivers of Cush. And that's where the Most High is going to gather people from as he prepares them for the pure language, which is like Zephaniah 3. So we know, I also said in the book of Luke, like, Jerusalem's going to be trampled on by Gentiles. So we have to have an understanding of who the true people are and who the people of Shem really are. So, yes.
Trampled on by Gentiles. Well, Jerusalem's right here, and America fits the description of being trampled by Gentiles with their customs, their Halloween, their Christmas, their churches, their power. Again, we ain't in the frequency of trying to nitpick to see what we disagree on. I could stop the video all day to do that. But what are we agreeing on? What do we see clearly? And yeah, Kwame, this appears to be more common knowledge than you think.
Yeah, so these are the real Hebrews. But nevertheless, we need to be circumcised in the heart,
Okay.
And Gentiles have to be okay also with this truth, but they're welcome into the kingdom, obviously. But salvation's of the Yehudim, and so there's a hierarchy to these things. It needs to be understood. It just needs to be received as a truth. Just like when we walked as Christians previously, we accepted the things that were thrown at us, and we didn't complain because we just wanted to love the Most High. So here's the truth, and this is what it is. So yeah, shalom to you all.
Like you said, when they walked as Christians, so he still got a lot of Christianity in his flow, but he's at least making the point real clear, man. Real clear, right? Real clear.
Shalom Israel, and to the Gentiles that hold on to the truth of Messiah. So it's an excellent question, who are the real Hebrews? Like, I get this question from Gentiles a lot, but I also get it from Hebrews who know they are, because they're trying to see, like, what side of the truth I'm in. Now, simply put, the Bible is Black history.
Got it. Let's go back to Kwame. The Bible is Black history.
On Zoom calls during, there's no term. Have you ever heard the term the white vote? Because there isn't a white vote, because white people can vote the way they want. Black people, we fought. My grandparents, my mother fought in civil rights. My grandfather drove the first march out of Oklahoma. My mother used to work for Jesse Jackson at Operation Push. My dad was a Black Panther. My family are freedom fighters, and we fought for the right to vote. You realize when I wore a red hat that my life was threatened?
I know.
By my Jewish managers, by my Jewish lawyer, by my Jewish accountant,
your lawyer and your accountant
inside the music industry, he said not specifically the accountant, but there were many people who threatened my life. Also, my family was torn apart off of my political opinion because of my ex-wife's attachment to the Clinton administration. I mean, they were getting my ex-wife to push the vaccination. I didn't realize how attached they were to the left agenda when I was
Vaccinations
there.
are not a left agenda. Yay.
Okay, I understand. Okay, not specifically the vaccinations, but period, that they're on Zoom calls during COVID with literally Biden and Kamala and Chris Paul and all kind of people, celebrities, John Legend, Chrissy Teigen, all these same group of people that come and attack me for what they call wrong think groups,
And look, you don't have to like it. You don't have to like it. You don't have to say what people want you to say, but you have to understand and accept what people will and won't tolerate.
I don't have to understand or accept because they're not willing to understand or accept. And that's the reason why I'm not backing down. People have had their careers destroyed. That's why they keep on saying, oh, well, yeah, Ye's dangerous because he will keep talking. He will keep talking.
You say. It's when you say Jewish people own the black vote. When I wake up, I'm going Defcon 3 on Jewish
own
people.
The black voice.
These are not things that you can say coming from a place of intelligence or love or anything productive.
I am. I'm coming from a place of love and a place of we're not going to be owned by the Jewish media anymore. If you think about every celebrity
Kanye.
If you look at their contract, and I'm going to finish what I'm saying.
I know, but
If
you
look
have
at
to understand this
wait,
idea
bro,
of the Jewish
bro,
media.
don't do
That's
that,
not
don't
how
do
it
that,
works.
don't
You're
do
talking
that,
to me right
la,
now.
la. So every celebrity,
Go ahead.
every celebrity has Jewish people in their contract. This is not hate speech. This is the truth. And these people, if you say anything out of the line with the agenda, then your career could be over.
Listen,
so
I hear you. You've made that point.
Cutting off my point?
Because the
I love
point
you,
is
sir.
because
Why
it's
do
a,
you keep why?
yeah.
They're telling him to cut him off. They're in his ear. They're like, cut his ass off. He's saying it's cutting too deep. Cut his ass off.
Sir,
here's why.
Don't cut me off, sir. Respect.
I've
my point.
listened to it. You've made it several
because
times.
No, I'm not finished, sir.
I understand,
Look,
but
I'm
you've
not
said
finished,
it
sir.
several times.
I'm not
and
finished,
it
sir.
is an
But my
ugly
people haven't
thought.
heard me. My people, they
People
need
have heard
to hear. They need to hear me saying out loud what the truth is. There's a bunch of people in Hollywood that are actors, that play basketball, that play sports, that are in music, that know what I'm saying, that feel what I'm saying, and they're happy that I'm saying what I'm saying. It's not from a place of anti-Semitism.
That is
Some of my best
inherently
friends are Jewish,
anti-Semitic.
and I'm also
And
Jewish.
if they're your
Some of my
friends,
best.
if they're
Why
your
are
friends,
you talking over me, bro?
And he said, and I'm also a Hebrew, right? And he's just being ultimately disrespectful. Kanye's bringing the full devil out, man. When you invite a man to your platform, don't let him express himself. Then you just brought him, just to try to crucify and condemn. And when someone's firing back, you can't even let them express themselves. And why'd you bring them on? For the views? Nah. You brought them to try to pat them on the head. But you're dealing with something different.
anti-Semitic.
And I'm also
and
Jewish.
if they're your friends,
Some of my best.
if they're
Why
your friends,
are you talking over me, bro?
because I'm trying to correct what you're saying that is
no, it's not
damaging to decency.
No, but you can't talk over me. You can't talk over me.
Then stop and give me a chance to make the point that you need to listen to.
Don't cut off. I need to make a clear point. And when am I allowed to make a point that you don't cut me off?
You've been talking overwhelmingly during this segment, yeah.
Wow,
I'm happy to give you the time.
Disrespect.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Well, I can't give you unrestricted license to attack Jewish people and say that they're your friends because that's anti-Semitic. And it's dangerous.
Are you going to give me a platform? I
am giving you a platform, but
listen. So you talk and tell me when I can get my.
All right, good. Right after I ask you this, I'll give you the rest of the time before you go. Here's my concern for you. When I hear how you talk about your personal life and you put things out there and you get into these looping thoughts of what you believe, it sounds to me like you are sometimes out of control and that this is something that you should be dealing with. Now, I'm not excusing your thoughts as illness, okay? People attacked me for that and said, hey, just because you're concerned about whether Kanye West is taking
Here they go. They're in his ear. Bring it to mental health. Make him defend his mental health. I want to hear him finish the thought he was just breaking down. But you see how they, and their magic, no matter how much back and forth it is, no matter how much pushback Kanye giving, he still has been victorious in cutting off that thought. They say as long as we can cut off as many of these thoughts as possible, make them reset, make them have a new thought. Hey, let's bring up his mental health.
Care of himself emotionally and mentally.
My name's Jay, sir. My name's Jay.
Ye, I'm sorry. Ye is taking care of himself mentally and emotionally. You shouldn't say that. He has to be held to account for what he says. Both things can be true. Have you been taking care of your health?
Wow.
And in terms of making sure that you are behaving and thinking at your best?
Wow.
I love the way you worded it. What you don't realize is when it runs back, people are going to say, wow, have you been making sure you're behaving? If you run that back,
that's not what I'm saying.
You're going to be like, whoa.
That's not what I'm saying. You're trying to cheapen the point. I'm trying to make sure that you're healthy and you're taking care of your health.
Did you work out this morning?
No.
Okay. The thing is, so when do I have a...
But I took my medicine.
But
I took my antidepressant medication that I take every day.
Wow. He said, get on your meds, Kanye. These people are disrespectful. And it's beyond just being media now. Once it's just disrespect, then you make us, take that magic back. The magic that you thought you had, that you was using. See, they're not watching you. They're tuning in for this magic. Without this magic, you don't have a platform. What else you gonna be talking about? What else you gonna be talking about? But once we see you had some disrespectful jabronis, some straight, people that are not even civil. See, that's when the dragons, that's when the dragons flame on, you know what I'm saying? They get on coon for Cuomo, you know what I mean? Just cut the man off, bring up mental health and say, are you on your meds? Oh, I take my antidepressants. Maybe you should, because maybe you're depressed. Look at this stupid ass face. Let's go.
Okay. The thing is, okay, so when do I have a...
But I took my medicine.
What?
But I took my antidepressant medication that I take every day.
Bro, you're cutting me off. When do I get a platform?
It's all you. Go.
Okay. I don't have to say how much money's in my account. I don't have to say who I voted on. I don't have to say why I changed my name. The life for a black person in America is like a constant test. Even after we're out of high school, after we're out of college, we're always being questioned. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Do you think that I just had the right, this is a rhetorical question because I don't want you to answer it. Do you think I had the right to just vote for Trump? I didn't even vote for Trump because of the people that were around me.
Yes, you have the right.
Okay, so for all of my fellow entertainers that know what I'm saying, I'm not speaking what is called hate speech. I'm saying something that happened out loud to me. And what I'm saying is, when I said Defcon 3, what I was saying is, I'm going to talk about all these things that I saw that just so happened to be by Jewish executives or Jewish friends.
One second, y'all. Let's look this up, because I never looked this up. What is the true meaning of Defcon 3? What does it really mean? Defcon 3 means to increase enforced readiness above normal readiness, and will be used in situations that may not pose immediate danger but warrant alert, significant alert. Under this warning, the military must be prepared to launch operations within 15 minutes of the warning. He's saying, my people, it's time for some readiness. It's time for some alert. I'm getting these alerts from regular casual conversations. One of my folks, he's in insurance, home insurance. He was like, man, I normally have at least, a dub, like, 20 offers that I can give people for different insurance companies. But now it's like I'm only getting one or two. It's like, I've never seen this. I've been doing this for 10 years. Nobody wants to insure nobody's property. They're not interested in your business. According to how he's flowing. Let me know if any other homeowners out there, or insurance, home insurance peoples, just ask your peoples, man. It's like you can't get fire insurance in the summertime, right? You got to get that in the wintertime, because in the summertime it's already up, and they're not insuring a bunch of homes or getting a bunch of offers like it's fire season and there's a bunch of wildfires. You know what I'm saying? So I'm getting this alert from regular conversations. Kanye doesn't on a Yeezy level, a Ye level. He said, I'm going Defcon 3 on all these hijacks. Really what he's saying is, I'm telling my people to be ready against whatever forces that are coming after me, that are also coming after them. Increase in force readiness. Why would you have to apologize for letting the people know that they got to be ready? To increase in force readiness. Not just think about it readiness, but start to move readiness. Be ready for action. It would not be used or it would be used in situations that may not pose immediate danger, but warrant significant alert. Maybe there's not immediate danger tomorrow, but there is an alert for a possibility of immediate danger. You gotta be ready to act in 15 minutes, my guy. If you ain't ready to pop off in 15 minutes, you ain't in Defcon 3. And we are talking about the con, the Defcon. We're talking about the con. So that's Defcon 3. And this is what they're making a big deal, that he's talking about increasing in force readiness. It's a defensive position, not an offensive position. And that's the point. Defcon 3 is a defensive position. Who's on the defense? He's been telling you the whole time. Who's the target? It's not about, being victimized, but yeah, there's a victim. He's saying, I've been victimized by these people time and time again. No one could be mad at a so-called white person for hating black people if they had 10 straight terrible relationships with black people. You'd be like, damn, you had 10 straight? All right, I get it. I'm number 11, but I get it. He got to at least accept that, hey, yeah, my people be tripping. You got to accept that if that was the case. Now flip it, and this black kid, so-called black, is being tormented by 10 straight white kids. He's going to say, man, these white people tripping. You can't expect him to say, oh, all white people aren't bad. He got this. These are his experiences. This is his Twitter account. These are his thoughts on his situation, specifically the context of these jabronis he's dealing with that happen to be of the Jewish class, right? And he's going to try to tell him that he can't make these connections without hurting everybody. If he got slapped in the head by 10 straight Jews, then he has a right to say, you know what, I'm going Defcon 3. I'll be ready. And I'm telling my people to be ready against anybody else that think they're going to keep slapping me in the head ball.
I voted on. I don't have to say why I changed my name. The life for a black person in America is like a constant test. Even after we're out of high school, after we're out of college, we're always being questioned. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Do you think that I just had the right? This is a rhetorical question because I don't want you to answer it.
He said, I don't want you to answer. He says, watch me.
Do you think I had the right to just vote for Trump? I didn't even vote for Trump because of the people that were around me.
Yes, you have the right.
Okay.
Just an asshole. He said, don't answer it. Don't interrupt my shit. First of all, don't interrupt me. I just listened to you. Have some freaking respect. And then just because I know you're an asshole, I'm telling you, don't answer this shit. Just shut up. And he still answers it like a motherfucking punk-ass motherfucker. Put the kiddies to bed. It's just ultimate disrespect. This guy has no respect for this billionaire Negro. Yay. And he got no respect for a poor Negro. He got no respect for us, period. He's not even trying to hear what he's saying about the people. He's just trying to be funny. Listen to what Kanye's saying and look how he comes in with his just inconsiderate, wannabe funny joke of cutting him off in a funny way and doing exactly what he asked him not to do. Kanye, for the most part, is behaving. He's not really popping off. Now it's Ye on mental health. They got to put mental health and Ye on the same line, right? Here we go. No tycoon, super billionaire Kanye. Nah. Mental health, Ye. Take your meds, Ye. Same thing they said on the Young Turks that we got. Get part 1. That's what popped it off. Is he off his meds? As much as they want to defend people that have mental health issues and say, you can't say nothing about someone with mental health, they just want to throw it in his face that he might not be healthy mentally. You know why? Because you're driving them freaking crazy. Because it's impossible to be a successful noggin that has to, maneuver in these industries and not go crazy. because your way of life and the revelation of what he has to actually face to hold on to what he's built, hold on to his children, his family, constantly being bombarded, cut off, banned from this, attacked for that. It's like being mad at us for popping off and calling us crazy when we've been abused. The oppressor cannot judge the reaction. You can't invade us and then judge our rebellion and say, y'all niggas crazy. You can't call us crazy. You can't talk about meds and mental health to people you invaded. Why do you think that is that we have a mental health problem, that we have PTSD, that we've been through trauma, generational trauma, that you want to brush over? I know, I get it. You made your point, yeah. You said it. I get it. Freedom fighters, yeah. That was bad. Yeah, slavery, bad. Who owned the boats?
Do you think that I just had the right, this is a rhetorical question because I don't want you to answer it. Do you think I had the right to just vote for Trump? I didn't even vote for Trump because of the people that were around me.
Yes, you have the right.
Okay, so for all of my fellow entertainers that know what I'm saying, I'm not speaking what is called hate speech. I'm saying something that happened out loud to me.
Word.
And what I'm saying is, when I said Defcon 3, what I was saying is, I'm going to talk about all these things that I saw that just so happened to be by Jewish executives or Jewish friends.
He's going to be a witness, so you can be on alert.
Of mine, where I saw people pulling my coattail, telling me behave, instantly running the narrative that I'm off, that you need to take your meds. Even this was not supposed to be this conversation. I don't get a clean platform to tell my truth without being called out of my name, being called subtly, called crazy. I'm saying I'm out of control. Part of this thing is you got people on my ex-wife's side and this person, Tracy Romulus, every day running a narrative. This person's not even around me because I'm not saying what the media wants me to say. We're fighting.
Yay. You're definitely saying what the media wants you to say because it drives headlines and clickbait because of how outrageous it is. What I'm saying is, I just hope that you're taking care.
No, he's not saying what the media wants him to say, because what he's saying is waking people up. You want to focus on the clickbait. The bigger picture is that these bosses don't like the frequency he's spreading. Yeah, the smaller people that just want little clickbait money. Nah, it's not about money. These people print money. It's not about money. It's not about making people rich and famous. It's about protecting secrets. When you start popping off and secrets get exposed, money, man, money's far distant concern. These people print money. They got land beyond the poles, man. They don't like the frequency.
Care of yourself, for your kids and the people you care about, because what you're saying is not right
that's
and not
unfair
decent.
for you to make the conversation to say, okay, did I say something? It's unfair to make it be about, are you taking care of yourself? The reason why I repeated it a bunch of times, saying for all of my friends that are in the entertainment industry, that are black actors, black athletes, and black musicians. One of the things that's interesting about the moment at the Fife funeral is there's so many black musicians signed to Jewish record labels, and those Jewish record labels take ownership not only of the publishing, like how MC Search is selling Nas publishing right now, but also ownership of the culture itself. It's like, oh, that's mine. This guy signed to me. It's like a modern day slavery. And I'm calling it out. That's what Defcon 3 meant. I'm going to call it out. It didn't mean I wish any harm on my fellow Jews.
And when you call it out, you put people on high alert. Now, he's not going to address none of the issue. He's going to smooch his way to some other talking point.
When Defcon 3 on them, look, I'm out of time on this. I wanted to give you a platform to explain it.
Wait a second. I just said what I meant. Did you want me to say what I meant?
I hear you. You said what you meant. I'm just telling you how I take it and how I think other people would take it, and how I think how your friends were Jewish would take it.
What do you mean take it? I just came and said and explained this is what I meant by it. I meant I'm calling out all these contracts.
I know, but just because you're calling it out doesn't mean it's true. It's just what your opinion is. That's all I'm saying.
Wow. So now you're gonna just say he's lying and doubt his veracity? Now you're gonna just doubt his honesty? Now you're just gonna call him a liar? These people are disrespectful to the core. We can't even respect them as media no more. We can't respect them as in any occupation. When you're that such a dirt dog scoundrel, you know what I'm saying? With no frequency, no relatability. We don't need you. We don't need this. We got Nagarville. We got us, man. This is our time to be us. This is our time to do us. This is our time to raise us up and not fight over our differences, you know what I'm saying? But just have a commonality. To me, the code gives us that commonality. We ain't got to have all the religious differences. We could just say, yo, most high over everything. Most high over everything. Everything else will follow. Great Spirit, the Creator, over everything. Put the differences, all the other jargon, man. We got to work. We got to frequency up. All the things we don't know, ain't no point in it. You don't see drop on a bunch of debate platforms, man, because we ain't got time. I ain't got time to debate with nobody, man. You read the books, I read books. We gonna read, we gonna flow. This ain't debate time. This is time to flow. This is time to ride with who you riding with. Nobody need no new friends, no new this. We riding, you know what I'm saying? And look out for the tribe up forums, man, that are gonna recirculate with some great flow, man, just to get a feel for our community, you know what I'm saying, at this point, going into their 2023. And just, let our people know that we appreciate you, everything you giving us, man, the comments, just the frequency of spreading the drop, you know what I'm saying? Letting people know, man, to surf the wave, all that, you know what I'm saying? Everybody from day one, and, everyone who's inspired us and everybody we inspire, man, we appreciate everybody. Facts. Kanye kicking #facts. Let's get the last couple of minutes. This dude is utterly disrespectful, man. You can't even respect him, man. This Kwamo, man. He ain't on Kwam. He ain't on Coon. Not at all, man.
I hear you. You said what you meant. I'm just telling you how I take it and how I think other people would take it, and how I think how your friends were Jewish.
This ain't about how you take it, fool. Just ask the questions. This ain't a debate. You're here to ask some questions. Let him get some answers. You don't got to agree. He had everybody that come on his platform got to agree with everything, and he got to agree with everything. Normally, you could interview somebody who's filming a movie. You're asking about the movie. What's next? All this softball conversation. Oh, how's your family? Oh, that's great. With him, you want him to agree with you. You want him to accept and make him understand. You must understand. He must do a deal with you. He must accept your offer. He must apologize. You came here for one thing and one thing only, to pat him upside the head bone and say, good boy, don't you apologize. Now, don't you say nothing crazy like that again. Next time, just call these people out by their names. Don't attach Jewish with it. They're all Jewish. 50% of Hollywood, man. And that's keeping it casual. And if they're not that, then they're connected with that. And they're rocking with that. So it's really the greater percentage. We just need cameras and a story to tell. That's it. Cameras and a story to tell. Now you got Nagarville. Because these jabronis ain't it. This ain't the wave, man. And I think that's what Defcon 3 means. Be alert, because we on our wave. This ain't the wave no more. The go along, get along gang. Shout out to Kwame. Been dropping that drop. Let's go.
What do do you mean take it? I just came and said and explained.
Word.
This is what I meant by it.
Word.
I meant I'm calling out all these contracts.
I know, but just because you're calling it out doesn't mean it's true. It's just what your opinion is. That's all I'm saying.
No, I'm talking about true things. If anyone else was in a position other than me to be able to call it out and would sacrifice themselves and take the risk, other people would say it. I'm not the first person that said it.
Or they just don't believe it.
Why are you dismissing?
I'm not dismissing the point. I'm dismissing the suggestion that Jewish record producers are inherently bad and do bad things when, as you said, in your own family lineage would suggest, Jews have been fighting shoulder to shoulder with Black Americans as part of the freedom battle since its inception. They've given their lives. They've given their money. They've given their political capital to help that cause. And you know that, and I'm sure you heard it from your parents.
Wow.
So the idea that somehow they're out to get Black people is just demonstrably false. But I got to go at that point, Ye, and I hope you appreciate the opportunity.
Utterly malarkey. Utter bullshit, man. Call it what it is. We were on the civil rights freedom team. Yeah, we know you ran the NAACP. We know, boss. Yeah, we wanted African. You wanted us to believe we were from Africa. You wanted us to believe that we were all Hamitic people that have melanated skin. Got to be all ham. To leave Shem open for you to call us anti-Shem. You wanted to make all Black people ham. That was your flow, right? Now, Kanye got to make sense to you. You ain't on the frequency of Kanye. Of Yeezy, of Ye. How you gonna make sense to IJ? And then you're gonna give some freedom fighter speech at the end and get out of there because you don't want no rebuttal to that. They say, go. Watch how quick he turn the corner.
Given their political capital to help that cause, and you know that, and I'm sure you heard it from your parents. So the idea that somehow they're out to get Black.
Anybody hear that from their parents, man? I don't think that's a common thing. Remember the common stuff? It goes both ways. If he says Blacks or Jews and you say that's not the common thing, and then you say your parents told you Jews helped you, right? No, that's not the common thing. You can't have it both ways.
Black people is just demonstrably false. But I got to go at that point, Ye, and I hope you appreciate the opportunity.
You make the final point. When I said that, you just want to make sure that I'm okay. It's about my health. It's not about my
I do believe that your health should be a concern for you and that you take care of it.
Thank you. It's about my health. It's not about my truth.
It's not all about your health. I think that you believe these things, and that's a problem.
You know what? Do you think I felt free in this interview?
Felt free? You got a tremendous amount of time on the #1 show at News Nation. Wow. You should feel free.
Wow.
Thank you for telling me how I should feel. Good night.
You just asked me. Yay.
Thank you for telling me.
Good luck to you. I'll be watching.
Hey, we gave you some time, nigger. You should feel free. We could do a lot worse than that. Hey, this the Yeezy Discourse Part 3. I don't know if it's going to be a Part 4, man. I'm just popping off, with the wave, man. It's getting real wavy out here, man. They don't understand who we are. To them, that's not the common thing. Who is true Israel?
History. The children of Israel are predominantly people who are Black people.
Right. Now, that doesn't mean that all Black people are Israel. This is when you go further. You say, all these nations are melanated tribes originally. Ham, Cush, Shem, Japheth. Who's the other one? Shem, Ham, Japheth. Yeah, all of them. 12 tribes. All of them. They are brothers. They have the same father. Stop acting like they're all different races of looking people. We look like this. We're Ephraim. He's saying he is because the Most High woke him up. All right, man. Okay, man. All right, man. That's it then, huh? Okay, man. We see what it is, man. Let's go. Like I said, they acting like Kanye's the only one saying this stuff, man.
One of the things that I would like to clear up is, but one thing that does happen, they'll put this hate Jewish people on it. So I would like for you to speak on it or whatever.
Absolutely. Well, the first thing is we are the original Jews, Hebrews. We are the original people. Let's make that very clear. And they say we hate Jews and we attack Jews because we speak the truth about who controls the money, movie and film industry, who controls the music, who controls the media, and the majority.
Shout out to my Naga RZA Islam. They say, well, he's saying the same thing, just more articulate and more. Ain't about articulate, man. Facts are facts. They just don't want to accept. Yeah, they don't want to give him no victory. He has way more influence, obviously. But not really, because my bro RZA got a lot of influence too, man. He's been banned off of IG a bunch of times and all this. And again, this ain't about what we disagree on. It's about what we agreeing on. We go get that last Tanakh only sessions. Even Moab will be saved out of captivity at some point as well, man. You know what I'm saying? Hawaii ain't giving up on none of his children. Whether you just the tribes of Israel or you other tribes as well, or you tribes outside of that, you in code, Hawaii ain't giving up on you, man. You in the frequency. You a Moabite, cool. Hey, Ruth was a Moabite. She chose up. Moabites choose up like anybody else could choose up. So it's not about boasting ourselves as this, as Judah, as Manasseh. No, it's like we gotta create our freedom, and it's gonna come with understanding that it's Most High over everything, and that we tribing up, and we can lift each other up and be in code. Everybody gotta, speak truth though. You know what I'm saying? Even if we claim to be, let's say, the tribe of Judah, we know we had some wicked kings in the tribe of Judah, right? We have to be truthful with our wickedness. We had some wicked queens in the tribe of Judah. We had some wicked people, right? Just in the tribe of Judah. We had covetous going on just in the tribe of Judah with the sons of David. Solomon in there. Covetous with each other. Slaying each other. Out of code from the get-go. Adam, Cain and Abel, man. And yet, Hawaii put a mark on Canaan that protected Canaan. That didn't curse Canaan. His peoples were still protected. So you don't think the Moabites are also protected once they choose up? Put down their false idols, whatever it may be? Judah got to do the same thing. So shout out to my bro RZA. He's dropping that drop. I'm going to get it from the top because he's saying the same thing. We just got another, bro talking about, who the true Israel is. RZA saying the same thing. My naga, are they crazy too? Kanye got to get on his meds for saying the same thing my bro RZA saying. In his Yahweh. Not Yahweh, man. Yahweh. Let's go.
Things that I would like to clear up is, but one thing that does happen,
and Nori, man, you dropped the ball, letting them, run you, you know what I'm saying? Run Drink Champs. Drink Champs is a great brand, but you're not in control of your brand. And right now, I don't care how much boss this and money this and fame this and clicks this. We only seeing the real right now. I love Noriega, man. I love the music. I love his flow. I love his whole vibe. But this is just what's happening. You know what I'm saying? Just like Nick Cannon. You can keep going and reposition yourself. It ain't like, oh, you a sellout. Nah, man. You got to reposition, Nori. This can't happen again, man. We love you. We forgive you, bro. But this can't happen again, man, when someone comes and speaks the truth and then, your bosses don't like it. And then now you apologizing on behalf of X, Y, and Z. You ain't seeing clearly. You're choosing something over the real. And the wave is the real. And what you chasing ain't the wave. That protection, that security you chasing ain't the wave. What's real is if you, as drink champs, are your own boss, your own flow, where you can really, Kanye could come on 432 to Drop Radio. I could interview Kanye. You think I'm going to edit it and edit out parts I don't like? I don't got no one pushing my buttons. I didn't sell the 432 to Drop Radio Corporation to nobody. I'm right here in my living room popping off. That's, you know what I mean? We building it from the ground up with the tribe. That's what I'm saying. One day, I just look forward to popping this off, full time, 24/7. You know what I mean? Right now, I'm on the grindstone like everybody else. Family to feed, family to support. I can only get it in when I can get it in. You know what I'm saying? But all praise to why. That's the vision, that we could be on our own land, not just our family, but your family supported each other. But did Kanye lie? Is RZA crazy too? Yeezy said it. Hey, we still playing Yeezy said it? All right. Yeezy said it.
Put this hate Jewish people on it. So I would like for you to speak on it or whatever.
Absolutely. Well, the first thing is we are the original Jews, Hebrews. We are the original people. Let's make that very clear. And they say we hate Jews and we attack Jews because we speak the truth about who controls the money, movie and film industry, who controls the music, who controls the media. And the majority of people that do that happen to be Jewish. That's all. If they were Mexican Catholic, we will say the Catholics run the movie and film industry. Right. They run all these different things. If that were the truth. Hey. But they just so happen to be. The people who established the Federal Reserve and the Federal Reserve Act, those people who had a meeting off the coast of Georgia on Jekyll Island, 1913, happened to be Jewish. Just speaking the truth, brother, should never come with a label after that. I'm speaking the truth, so I'm a hater of this. I'm speaking the truth about what a Mexican or a black dude did, so I'm a hater of black people, Mexicans. No, you're sensitive, number one. And two, you don't want the world to know about what the hell you have done, what you continue to do. You own slaves in the South. You sponsored the chains and the ships that were owned by you. They were the one.
Ping, pow. Just... He's on full amp. He's on fully auto. Not semi-auto. Not shimmy. Not anti-shimmy auto. He ain't on no semi-auto. He's on full automatic. Is he lying? Are you going to recon it? Or are you just going to call him anti-something you're not?
It just so happened to be. The people who established the Federal Reserve and the Federal Reserve Act, those people who had a meeting off the coast of Georgia on Jekyll Island, 1913, happened to be Jewish. Just speaking the truth, brother, should never come with a label after that. Oh, I'm speaking the truth, so I'm a hater of this. I'm speaking the truth about what a Mexican or a black dude did, so I'm a hater of black people, Mexicans. No, you're sensitive, number one. And two, you don't want the world to know about what the hell you have done, what you continue to do. You own slaves in the South. You sponsored the chains and the ships that were owned by you. They were the ones who helped to initiate this. You're dealing with the truth behind this. That's why we have a book titled The Secret Relationship Between Blacks and Jews 1, 2, and 3.
And you can go get The Secret Relationship Between Blacks and Jews in the Drop Library. This might be his own flow of it. It might be something under the same name, but go get the OG copy, man, so you can at least have it to connect to it. I just want to give a quick shout out to all the content creators, man, because right now I'm flowing off of IG, and it's a lot of knockers dropping pertinent info and drop on IG. So shout out to all my knockers dropping the content, you know what I'm saying, for the cons. Are You Still Sleeping, man? Royal Sons. Shout out to all my knockers that tag me in, all this stuff, because, for the moment I might check the IGs and people tag me in to some drop, and I just repost it, redrop it, whatever. So it's just right on time. A lot of y'all be tagging me in right on time. Like, tag, you're in? I'm like, alley-oop. Be a perfect alley-oop, man. You know what I'm saying? And we definitely bring down the yams, man. So I appreciate y'all for tagging me in, man, and everything y'all doing, and all the knockers with the drop on IG. You know who you are. Shout out to you. Shout out to RZA, man.
That is chronicling the words of Jewish rabbis, Jewish leaders. Those are their words, talking about what they have done, their people have done to black people. So it's not us saying we hate Jews. No, it's just tell the truth about what you have done to our people, and because we've done some negative things to our own people.
Okay.
So let's not get it twisted.
Okay.
But if I speak the truth about black people, I'm not going to be called anti-black. But I speak the truth about
facts. We talk nigga shit all the time about another nigga. Nigga talk about a nigga, it ain't anti-nigga. It's about that nigga. He talking about Jews, specific Jews. And you know the context of what he's saying. He's being screwed out these deals. He's talking about these people in positions around him. He ain't even thinking about everybody in the state of Israel. But you can get it too if it has to deal with Shem. You don't have to be anti everything because you're bringing up a point of truth. This is their scapegoat. We see clearly with a dragonfly perspective, man.
Jewish people, I'm anti-Semitic. A Semite is a black person who speaks Ugaritic, who speaks Ge'ez, who speaks Ethiopic, who speaks Hebrew. Black folk. So I'm not anti myself. Knock off the lie. Stop. Okay, the whole world is tired of nonsense, and they have literally cornered the whole planet, and everybody's anti-Semitic because we speak the truth. So how is it that I am bad when you actually own this stuff? And if anybody says anything about what Jewish people do, all of a sudden you're blackballed. Your career's gone. Right. You can't speak nowhere.
Yeezy said it.
You can't get a job nowhere. That sounds like control to me.
Yeezy said it. And what did they do in response to Yeezy saying it? Oh, you can't have your money at Chase Bank no more. Oh, this project's done. Adidas is going to drop them. Everybody going to drop them. Because Yeezy said it, man. Hey, Yeezy saying the same thing these dudes are saying, and he's being called crazy, man. Hey, is Charlemagne crazy too? Is Charlemagne crazy?
No matter what we do, we can all click up. We don't have no organization that has holds anyway. And no ways if you don't hold no weight. We don't have no organization that holds no weight. You can't speak bad about a Jewish person because they have organizations and they're a close-knit group of people in power who will bring you down. Same thing with gays. You can't say nothing bad about gays because they move as a unit. Black people don't have that.
I mean, if you do a racist comment about black people, there are repercussions.
When?
You don't just walk away from that.
No. Tom, give me an example.
And again, fair use in your caboose ball. Shout out Vlad TV. We're just looking at this Charlemagne. Fair use for educational purposes. You already know, man. Y'all already know. Let's go. We hijack free.
I mean, Kramer. That's because he was white. And nothing really bad happened to him. You know why nothing bad happened?
Never really heard from him again.
I think because he got so rich that he was just cool.
Like Jews don't go out and try to recruit people into the religion like, certain Christians and Muslims.
I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, there's a reason they don't come in our neighborhoods to make us keep the code. What do you think that is, DJ? What do you think that is? Let me back it up, man.
Comment about black people, there are repercussions.
When?
You don't just walk away from that.
No.
I mean, if you do a racist comment about black people, there are repercussions.
When?
You don't just walk away from that.
No. Tom, give me an example.
I mean, Kramer.
He said Kramer, man. So this is his way of saying, oh, it happens. Black people, white people get blackballed from Hollywood for saying, you know what they have to say about black people? They got to say nigger this. They got to go super duper racist. Kanye is talking about specific situations, specific people. Going Defcon, meaning a defensive position. I said a defensive position. He ain't outwardly. You gonna compare Kanye with Kramer, who got on stage and started talking out his ass about all kind of nigger shit? You gonna compare it with a straight up, I'm gonna lynch you conversation, lynch a nigger conversation with Kanye's tweet about the people that are literally destroying him as he sees it in his life, as he's witnessing. He's the witness, not you. You can interview him about what he saw, but to doubt his veracity, to doubt his truth, oh, that's just your truth. We don't even know if it's real. Well, why are you talking to me? Just to hear my truth that you don't even know is real? Charlemagne, I mean, a lot of these people are backtracking now. Like Charlemagne, I hear Ice Cube backtracking, you know what I mean? But this is what they up against, man. They up against the worst of them, you know what I'm saying? I can't judge it. You know, shout out to Cube. Made a lot of great moves, you know what I'm saying, that we've witnessed. So we don't know what he's up against, just like Nick. You know, I'm not here to, downplay nothing. I'm grateful that he spoke up at all. And I'm about to play a clip that he was speaking up from day one. So what changed today? Anything could have changed today, but he spoke up. The fact is that he did it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Charlemagne, at least he did it. Why is he flipping now? Why do you think, my nigga? Let's go.
Same thing with gays. You can't say nothing bad about gays because they move as a unit. Black people don't have that.
I mean, if you do a racist comment about black people, there are repercussions.
He just said they moved as a unit, these other groups. That was his point. And he says, well, you say something about black people, they're not going to like it. There might be repercussions. It might be repercussions. It's not the same as what they're doing to Kanye. And he has not outlandishly said some outlandishly F the Jews and called them some slanderous, hateful thing and said nothing hateful by claiming to be Hebrews, by saying, I am Shem. It's not saying, F you, go to hell, I want to burn you, and do. It's not saying nothing negative. And you want to compare that to Kramer when he's just saying we don't have the unity. That's all he's saying. Skip the point about the unity. Let's talk Kramer.
You don't just walk away from that.
No. Try to give me an example.
I mean, Kramer.
That's because he was white. And nothing really bad happened to him. You know why nothing bad happened?
I never really heard from him again.
I think because he got so rich that he was just cool.
like Jews don't go out and try to recruit people into the religion like, certain Christians and Muslims.
I'll be honest with you, I don't feel comfortable talking about this. I'm sweating right now.
He's telling you the truth, and he's going to tell you why he's uncomfortable.
There's certain things I don't like to talk about, and I love Jewish people. But they're powerful. I don't want them to misconstrue anything I'm saying or take anything I'm saying the wrong way. So I would much rather not even have this conversation. I have a lot of great Jewish people in my corner. I have a Jewish conglomerate.
Bang. Yeezy said it. Every celebrity is surrounded by them. They're powerful. He knows he can lose it all. That's all Kanye was saying. Call it a Jewish mafia. Call it Jewish media. Oh, stop saying that we're just working together. You own over half of Hollywood alone. And I think it might be more like 75%. And I don't even know who the other 25% is. People that get down with you too, What's it got to do with sports? College and pro. What's it got to do with a lot of things, RZA brought up the slave ships. It got a lot to do with that. Where all this money come from? You want to talk about the root? Where did all this loot come from? What's the root of the loot? Put that on a shirt. What's the root of the loot, man?
Yeah, absolutely. You know why there's not a lot of Jewish rappers? Because there's Jewish owners.
Ain't Kanye saying the same thing? Charlemagne, you ain't rocking with him today? Kanye crazy today, huh, Charlemagne? Just like Nori, man. What's up with this, man? We already know, man. Why y'all changing your tune? We already know, right? It's a rhetorical question. Didn't Yeezy say it? Let's play Yeezy said it. Didn't Yeezy say it?
You know why there's not a lot of Jewish rappers? Because there's Jewish owners and Jewish CEOs. They run these labels.
Jewish mafia. They run these labels. They run Hollywood. They run these labels. But we're not to suspect that they have private meetings and have private dinners that we're not privy to. I think that's common sense. We got private dinners that you're not privy to. Why wouldn't you have private dinners that we're not privy to? I got a private dinner every night. Chef Candy cooking it up, chefing it up. You think you jabronis are invited to my table with my family? No, so we're not invited to yours, right? Why would a hijack be invited to my table? And why would a goyim, why would cattle, why would a beast be invited to your table, right? Except we're not a beast, but we are a dragon. We are dragons on the wall.
They're the bosses. That's why I'm uncomfortable.
Yeezy said it.
They're the bosses. Because there's Jewish owners and Jewish CEOs. Because there's Jewish owners and Jewish CEOs. They run these labels. They're the bosses. That's why I'm uncomfortable.
What did Kanye say? He said, happy Kwanzaa to all the artists and
happy Hanukkah to all the label executives.
And happy Hanukkah to all the label executives. And then he came out and said, hey, why would I teach my child about Kwanzaa? I might as well teach him about Hanukkah. Bringing him closer to the Jewish or Hebrew roots. Happy Kwanzaa to all the niggas that's owned, and happy Hanukkah to all the owners that got him in a slave contract.
This conversation. I have a lot of great Jewish people in my corner. I have a Jewish conglomerate. Yeah, absolutely. You know why there's not a lot of Jewish rappers? Because there's Jewish owners and Jewish CEOs. They run these labels. They're the bosses. That's why I'm uncomfortable.
What did Kanye say? He said, happy Kwanzaa to all the artists and
happy Hanukkah to all the label executives. It's the truth.
Oh, he's doubling down. It's the truth. Then what happened, Charlamagne? Because last time that I checked, Yeezy said it.
They run the business. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just leave that right there.
You know what? Me too, bro. Me too. I'm going to leave that right there too, man. Because this is getting cray. For the dismount, man, we're gonna hit up, man, my bro Ice Cube for the dismount, man.
Well,
let's go.
Anti-semitic lyrics would be a nicer way of putting it.
Well, the lyrics aren't really anti-Semitic, and I can't.
And this is in 1991. You do the math. 2020? About 30 years ago, you're gonna see the same talking points. The same person interviewing Kanye today is the same person interviewing Ice Cube 30 years ago. The same type of question, the same type of nonchalant, not give a crap about the real issues. The same spin, the same damn weaseling spin to defend the straight up hijack. Listen closely, man.
I understand, I listen to people like the Simon Wiesenthal and Rabbi Cooper, and am I getting this wrong? Are they saying that they condone what Jerry Heller or some of these other people have done to me? Do they say that it's all right for Jewish managers to get young black kids with talent off the street without without lawyers and without people that was helping me in my benefit to make records? That's what I'm getting out of.
Woo! He's saying this. Let's play the game. Did Yeezy say it? Yeezy said it. Is Ice Cube crazy? It don't matter if Ice Cube has changed his tune or is standing next to Yeezy or not today, or Charlamagne. We already know RZA Islam popping up. Whoever's flipping up now. Yeezy said it. These owners, these execs, Charlamagne just said it. They own it. mafia style. You lose it all if you speak against the agenda. That's why we can't come in the lane or the wave of their agenda. We can't be witnessing to their all-seeing eye. They have to witness us. They have to witness Hawa. They have to witness us witnessing Hawa, keeping the code. All the way back, man, from the top, man.
Well,
anti-Semitic lyrics would be a nicer way of putting it.
Well, the lyrics aren't really anti-Semitic, and I can't understand. I listen to people like the Simon Wiesenthal and Rabbi Cooper, and am I getting this wrong? Are they saying that they condone what Jerry Heller or some of these other people have done to me? Do they say that it's all right?
Just like Kanye say, I'm being victimized by these people. Why do I have to understand anything? They need to understand that this is not okay. And I've been going through this at least 10 times recently with these same people that Ice Cube is going through it with. That all the way down to that Charlemagne's afraid to speak against. You think he's afraid of a phantom with all the knowledge he has? Or do they know that there's a force working against him?
Or Jewish managers to get young black kids with talent off the street without without lawyers and without people that was helping me in my benefit to make records. That's what I'm getting out of this, and I really would like to speak to Rabbi Cooper about that, because maybe if they're getting mixed messages on that side of the table, I'm kind of getting mixed messages on this side of the table too.
We're talking
for people to think that I'm talking about one man that happens to be Jewish.
Kanye's talking about 10 business execs that happen to be Jewish. They're talking about their relationship in the industries they're in with these people, specifically as specific context. They make it about, you're saying something against all Jewish people. He could, pop off like RZA Islam, like, hey, here's the numbers, here's the reality, here's who we are, here's who you are. He could do that. What they gonna say against RZA? Just gonna, keep jamming him up like they jam up everybody else that's trying to drop this drop. And then, of course, our next point. Why do you have to say he's Jewish? Same thing they're saying 30 years later. Why can't you just say, Kanye, that you have bad dealings with certain people? White people, fine, make it white people. Why do you got to say Jewish? If he said I had bad business deal with 10 niggas, nobody's going to call him anti-nigga. He's talking about them 10 niggas. If Jerry Heller was a nigga, he going to say, this nigga Jerry Heller. And nobody's going to say he's anti-nigga. But because he's mentioning this connection that has to do with their business, because he's in this industry and he knows who's the bosses is, he knows who the execs are. So it's in context and it makes perfect sense. It's facts. He's not just up against Jerry Heller. He's up against his entire tribe. Jerry Heller's not acting alone. Those 10 execs Kanye's mad at ain't acting alone. They're having private meetings. To say they're not having private meetings is calling us the most ignorant niggas of all time because we got private meetings. Any tribe wants privacy. If I got a house, I want a privacy fence so I can have private meetings. Call me a cabal, call me a cult, and I'll show you some agriculture, man. Let's go.
If this man was green, then I was still talking about it. If he was black, I was still...
Guess what hurts Jewish people is the fact that you have to say he's Jewish. Why not just say Jerry Heller? What you end up doing is saying, okay, this guy's a Jew, and you just sort of said it in your answer to this young man. You said, Are they, as the Simon Wiesenthal Center, saying it's okay for people like Jerry Heller and Jewish managers to essentially exploit young black men? I don't think anybody would say that, but the question, is it okay for Jerry Heller and Jewish managers? And is every manager who is white Jewish? Is every manager of a rap?
No, not at all. But the Simon Wiesenthal usually backs the Jewish community.
Well, it speaks out for what it perceives as discrimination.
No, what I'm saying is this. You know, every time I watch the news, the perpetrators always identify. If they can't use their names, they identify young black male this.
Facts.
Young white male that.
Facts.
Female this. All I'm doing is identifying the perpetrator who I felt did me wrong. Nothing.
Hey, man. All Cube is doing is identifying the perpetrator, man. The perpetrator.
Do you understand that none of you will get it that way? Do you guys understand the consequences of what you've just done? No. You guys are not going to get into a college. You guys are not going to get any scholarships because this is a hate crime.
We all dropped out of high school. It's okay.
And I still don't think it's appropriate for you guys to be doing this. It's really not funny.
I mean, you could just tell these are the descendants of the worst hijack heathens of all fucking time. You could tell, you could see their parents doing the same fucking shit. Same fucking shit. You could see their parents staring at your lifeless body as you dangle on a tree and smile with the same grins they got right now. The apple don't fall far from the tree. And a hijack is going to be a hijack. And a descendant of a hijack likely will still be a damn motherfucking hijack. Soulless hijack. Not take one history book into accountability, but just try to shit on and hold people for a damn laugh. Dress up as niggas in prison. Nigga, you could have been a Black Panther. You could have been a Black Panther. If you want to be black so bad, you could have been a Black Panther. Nah. Nigga in jail. You could have been Avatar with all that makeup. Nope. Nigga in jail. That's what we'll do. I'm the marshal. He's the sheriff. She's the police. I'm an undercover agent that just busted these niggas. Why don't you cancel these motherfuckers? Will they get canceled? This is the most... this is hateful ass imagery. This nigga got a shackle on his hands. This nigga got a shackle around. He just broke out. But Kanye is just the most hateful motherfucker to Jewish people for defending himself and reacting to violence and atrocities in his life, to abuse in his life. He's reacting. The invader cannot judge the reaction, man. The perpetrator cannot judge the reaction. If they perpetrate and walk up in our communities like this, and they get their whole entire motherfucking ass whooped all up and down the block, stomped the fuck out, they can't say these niggas is crazy. They can't say these niggas is just crazy niggas. They could just say these niggas went naga. But you can't judge the reaction for this perpetrating motherfucking violation. Put the kiddies to bed. This is a violation, man. You know what it is. Maybe y'all ain't from the hood, right? So you don't know what a violation is, you know what I'm saying? When you're out of code, there's a violation. You know what? Hawa got violations too. You can't judge Hawa and call angry creator after you done been a perpetrator and out of code and violated Hawa's most basic natural codes on earth and in heaven. And then get mad at Hawa and say, you're so mean. A child can't judge a parent's reaction when they just completely outlandishly disrespecting their parent, right? Not listening, just blatantly. and then get popped upside the head. Your grandma say go get a switch. You can't judge, say grandma went crazy. You can't say yay crazy, man. Because all it is a reaction to a lot of perpetrating. I need some soul healing, man. We over here. Drop Radio is live on air. Download the app for free. Ahab to all my nuggets with the beautiful, steady contributions, man. The Joy World and just our framework right here, 432. We appreciate y'all. We still catching up on some Prester Pak tools, so make sure you're in the drop shop. Look out for M.H.O.E. Look out for M.H.O.E. Look out for Nagaville. It's all happening. We getting fluty. We getting fluty. Wow. Sometimes you gotta get a little fluty, man. Yeah. Defcon 3, they make a big deal out of a defense readiness condition. That's not a threat at all. That's saying we're going to be ready in case we have to defend our lives, our families' lives, our tribal lives. Survival is Defcon. Defensive readiness is what the Kumse would tell his tribe. Defensive readiness is what the Karakahawa would be talking about within their private meetings. Defensive readiness is a condition that the Khan, better be focused. It is an alert state used by the United States Armed Forces. It prescribes 5 gradual levels of readiness or states of alert, my nigga. Just be on alert. Be ready. He's telling the people he's going up against to be ready. He's telling his people to be ready. Everybody better be ready. Defcon 3 is yellow. He didn't say I'm going Defcon 4. And he didn't say I'm going Defcon 5, did he? Did he? Nah, he backed it on up to a moderate, mild 3. And told his people to gradually start getting ready. Now, when he says Defcon 4, you know it's up. Defcon 5, you know it's up. So, now we know we can speak yay talk. Now we speaking yay. Y'all ain't speaking yay. Y'all confused. We're not confused. We're on Defcon. The Khan's on Defcon. A state of alert. Defensive readiness condition. Dragon flitter. Hey, ThaWaDa for surfing the wave. My cons. ThaWaDa to the tri. Blue, purple, red, white linen, gold thread. All the way up, man. Forever, ever. Code keepers. M.H.O.E. KTC. And keep flowing, keep dripping in that mem sauce. Stay up, suit up, choose up.